Welcome to Rock Memorial Field, home of Rock Memorial Post 183, 182, 183. I think it's 183. We're already starting to go to great note here. Rock Memorial Field here in Imperial, Missouri. Today's matchup between the JC Blazers and Rock Memorial. Ray Halbrook along with, I've got to put everybody's in here real quick. Here we go. There we go. We got the whole crew tonight. I've got myself a color guy tonight here and main announcer tonight. So check us out here. Jeff Whitener, Scott Lotta, and myself as I try to get rid of some more graphics here. We are here at the Home Dome. We've got our brand new banner here, the Jeffco Diamondcast Home Dome, thanks to SMCI, home at SMCI, with Lawrence Prodinger over at SMCI in DeSoto. You got to check those guys out. Great folks. Appreciate them. Guys, it's week 3 for us here. And, we've seen some decent baseball.
Surprisingly decent for when you consider the fact, Ray, that these guys didn't have a whole lot of time to practice and come together. You've got players from all over, various high schools that coming together for these summer leagues and didn't have a lot of time together. So communication, cohesion is the key, but they've come together nicely so far, and we'll see how much they've improved tonight, Ray.
Absolutely. Getting a little shout out here. The beautiful night tonight here at Rock Memorial Field.
Very temperate.
It is. We've got our good friend Scott Lotta in here. Scott?
Yeah, I think Paige Fowler just got another rebound.
Last time we had you, it was basketball. Yep. So there you go. I believe we're going to have a good night tonight already, right?
I think it's going to be
We've already been in quite rare form already. So
pop culture will happen.
That's right.
There it is. We're going to start up with our starting lineups. Jeff, are you going to give us your starting lineups here,
I would
please?
love to. First for
that would be great.
Visiting JC Blazers, who are the visitors tonight in the first base line dugout. Starting off for the Blazers in center field, number 27, Gabriel King. He'll be followed in the lineup. Batting second, the pitcher, number 11, Dylan Carlton. Batting third, the designated hitter, number 46, Kieran Fegan. The cleanup hitter tonight is the catcher, number 24, Brandon Granger. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 9, Brennan Montgomery. He'll be followed in the lineup by left fielder, number 13, Arjaz Goswami. After Goswami, we have the shortstop tonight, number 7, Zach Popkin. Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 3, Brendan Yeager. He'll be followed in the lineup by second baseman Cameron Brooks, number 2, and finally, right fielder, number 6, Chase Bloomer. And as I mentioned on the bump, for the Blazers tonight, number 11, Dylan Carlton. For Rock Memorial, the home team, they'll be on your third base side dugout tonight. Leadoff hitter in our star of the game last game, shortstop number 7, Nolan Estepare. He'll be followed by the two hitters, center fielder Truman Ward, number 27. Cooper Thomas, currently hitting over 700 on the season, is catching tonight. He'll bat third, and he's number 5, the designated hitter, number 10, Trent Harris. Batting fifth will be our pitcher tonight, Hunter Ward. He's normally the catcher, so he'll be on the mound tonight. And sixth hole, the third baseman, number 15, Noah Schumann. He'll be followed by number 29, the first baseman, Eric Stryker. In right field, we have the next batter, number 22, A.J. Sigmund. And left fielder, Shannon Dowd, will bat ninth. He is number 11 on your scorecard. And finally, the second baseman, number 13, Trevor Quick, will be at the bottom of the lineup and hoping to flip that around to the leadoff area. As I mentioned on the mound for Rock Memorial tonight, number 24, Hunter Ward.
There are our lineups. We caught up with both coaches prior to the game here, and this is our interview section here with Coach Aaron Kudelek of the JC Blazers. We're here with Coach Aaron Kudelek from the JC Blazers. How are you doing, Coach?
Doing great.
Just catching up with you here. 5-5-2 on the season, and we're starting to get into the meat of the season here now. And give us a little bit of a recap, maybe of the last couple of games you guys have had.
Yeah, well, we're trying to get into the flow of things, and we're getting close.
Yeah.
We've established a little bit of somewhat of a routine, whatever that means, and We do have one more extensive break after tonight, and then once July 1 hits, I think I counted it in the month of July, we maybe have 5 off days the whole month.
Yeah.
So
You'll be
assuming
busy.
everything stays open and stays moving in the right direction for baseball anyway, then we should be pretty active. But, our focus and emphasis is always on our league. Our goal at the beginning of every year is to, number one, win the South. If we can win the South, that guarantees us a top 2 spot in the playoffs. And if we're going to win the South, the goal right above that is to win the overall league championship. And, that would give us the number 1 seed in the playoffs. So that's kind of the goal, and we're 3-0 right now in league.
Great.
We've had a couple of really good league outings the last couple nights. And we are tonight going to shake the lineup considerably. And,
All right.
we haven't played many tournament weekends, so we haven't had a whole lot of opportunity to get everybody playing time. So, we've got 3 or 4 guys kind of out of position or, trying to get in the lineup. And Seckman's having some kind of prom activity tonight, so we're missing a couple Seckman guys. And, that's our world today. I mean, you gotta live day to day and make adjustments. And, we're looking forward to getting to July 1 and giving a good hard month of baseball, and then I'll take a little time off and I course coach at Merrimack, and that'll get going right now. The NJCAA has said we can start August 31st.
Great.
So we're hoping that that's going to work. I was actually just talking to C.J. Bilbrey. He's the Harris Stowe coach.
Okay.
And that's where I played, and we were kind of talking about that Jeffco job. He's heard a rumor they're not hiring anyone until October 1st, which it's a bit behind the 8 ball, but, it is what it is, right?
You heard it here first on Livestream STL. Who are you pitching tonight?
We're going to go actually with the same exact guy that threw last time. We've tried to get a bit of a rotation. Kieran Fagan has kind of stepped into the number 1 guy role, and he threw yesterday. He's had 3 really strong outings in a row, and so he'll just EH tonight. We don't want him to touch a baseball today because we're trying to be careful with the arms. And
Gotcha.
Dylan, has been he was really hot, then he wasn't so hot here, then he was kind of hot again. So we're going to give him a little shot at redemption here and see where that goes. Dylan's a sophomore from Seckman with, I think, a really bright future. There aren't a lot of 6'3", 197-pound sophomores walking around that can spin it a little bit. So hopefully he goes out and has a good outing, and then, like I said, we'll take right at a week off, and then July 1 will be here before we know it. So, we'll see how tonight goes. We did not play well last time we were here. I think our performance can only get better compared to what we did last time.
There you go. Well, thanks for catching up with us, Coach. Appreciate it. Have a good night, Nate.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Hey, we're here with Coach Danny Sigmund. How you doing, Coach?
Good. How you doing, Ray?
Good. Kind of a rough weekend. Tell us a little bit about what happened over the weekend.
Game 1, they just come out and put it to us. We were in a position to keep the game close. We had opportunities to put some runs on the board. We've just come up a little bit short, and their boys could hit. We had a kid down to count 0-2, and we threw him a fastball about chin high, and actually he got on top of it somehow, and one hopped the wall. So that first game, we just tip our hats to them. They hit the ball, and we didn't. Our pitchers did a good enough job to throw strikes, and the second guy we pitched, he said he wasn't even throwing strikes, and they were still hitting it. So tip your hat to them. Second game, we gave it to them. We had 5 unearned runs. Eric Stryker threw 6 innings for us, had 6 strikeouts, gave up 2 runs, both unearned. Defense just let him down. And the one thing that I did like was my middle infielders, when we pulled them in to talk for a minute, 1 inning, they come in. I didn't even start talking. They said, hey, this is all on us. So the maturity of them to come in and pick their pitcher up and knowing that they made the mistakes and try to keep pumping him up, I thought that was a big step in the right direction for those guys.
Yeah, you've got the JC Blazers back in town tonight. Who you pitching?
We're going to start with Hunter Ward tonight.
All right.
Yep.
Hunter Ward. We've heard his name a couple of times, and maybe a breakout person that you might be looking at tonight for a player that you're seeing that might have a good breakout night.
Noah Schumann, he's been coming in. He's been getting some more playing time lately. He's starting to get his timing back with the bat. He hit the ball really well down at Jackson. I look for him to have a really solid game for us tonight.
Perfect. Thanks, Coach. Good luck to you tonight.
I do want to say hello to our fan base is expanding again.
Nice.
Chad Vaughn's watching in from Seattle today. So
Seattle.
Yep, absolutely.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool. Thanks for catching up with us. Appreciate
it, Ray. Thanks,
you.
Bud.
Thanks.
Where's the game? Where's the game? Where's the game? There's the game. Livestream STL, now available on Roku.
I wonder what Coach Jarvis is up to.
Jason! Jason! What's up? What's up? Man! Oh, hang on a minute. I got a call from Blair. What's up?
What am I doing? I'm sitting here watching the coach's box.
This must be a wrong number.
Since their inception in 1980, SMCI has always been about high integrity and treating people the way you would want to be treated, just like family. Mostly known as a commercial contractor, SMCI has now decided to give the family treatment to everyone. They are now opening their residential department to the public as Home by SMCI so everyone can experience the home treatment. Everyone deserves maximum comfort in their very own home. Isn't it time you come home? Contact SMCI at 636-337-4444 or on the web at homebysmci.com.
Hi guys, Jeff Kettlehut here, owner of Kettle Hut Smokehouse in Crystal City and proud sponsor of our local youth baseball programs. Come on in before or after a game for some of the best barbecue in the area. Or let me cater your next party or event. Whatever your catering needs, anniversary, wedding, birthdays, give me a call. We'll get you taken care of. We're on 6167 in Crystal City. Kettle Hut Smokehouse, hands down the best around.
Today's event is brought to you in part by Blue Tiger Media. Whether it's trivia nights, MC duties, DJ services, or commercial voice work, Blue Tiger Media has you covered. Call Jeff Widener today at 314-852-1433 or visit us on Facebook. Blue Tiger Media. You supply the power. We supply the fun.
And good evening from Imperial, Missouri. Our first batter of the game, JC Blazer, Gabriel King, the center fielder. And he looks at his first strike, 2-1 the count. It's a beautiful night here in Imperial. Lovely 80 degrees right now, but very, very comfortable, no humidity. As King looks at ball 3 high, 3-1 to count. Gabe King trying to get things started here tonight for the JC Blazers. Blazers come into the game 3-2 on the season. Correction, Blazers come into the game 5-2 on the season. They've had a few more games than Rock Memorial. And Ward comes back and gets Gabe King looking for our first out of the game.
6 pitches, no swings.
Now Dylan Carlton.
Okay, over under how many times we say Dylan Carlson tonight?
The over-under is 1. Carlton takes a first pitch, rips it into the gap. It gets by Dow, the left fielder, rolls close to the fence. Carlton stops at second with a 1-out double. He jumped all over that first pitch fastball, Scott.
He liked that one.
As we said, we're here in Imperial, Missouri. Rock Memorial home, which will actually be home for both teams this year due to field issues and Rock not being able to play at their normal home team, Fox High School, because of COVID restrictions. So this is home for both of these teams tonight. And we have the designated extra hitter, Scott, number 46.
The DEH, as we designated it.
Kieran Fegan, he looks at a fastball low in the dirt.
both the pitcher and the hitter in the shadows. Down the line in right, looks like that's still in sun, but everything else should be very seeable.
Sometimes that field is, at this time of night, is tough for the right fielder, but everybody else should be in good shape.
Counts out 1-1.
I like this umpire. Say it loud, say it proud.
Vegan looks at a strike at the knees on the inside corner. JC Blazers wearing their traditional light blue with the dark blue trim uniforms tonight, the white numbers, gray pants. And for Rock Memorial, their traditional navy blue tops with the white pants and navy blue hats.
Ooh.
That was a breaking ball just off the plate. And that squares the count at 2-2. Vegan looking for something to drive. And
swings at a chin-high fastball.
Waves at that fastball high. High heat there from Hunter Ward. And there are 2 away now with the runner at second. And making his way to the plate, number 24, Brandon Granger. Folks, we apologize. We don't normally have our stats that we normally have tonight. And now we're getting a pinch runner at second base for the Blazers. And that appears to be Tyler Cochran, number 22. So he'll run for the pitcher. Probably a wise move here with 2 outs. And the big left-handed catcher, Brandon Granger, up at the plate. He looks at a first pitch breaking ball. Looks like Ward is starting to get a little settled in on the mound out there, Scott.
Nice bender right there.
Checks the runner.
Ooh, another one.
Breaking ball, strike 2.
Now he can kind of work and do whatever he wants.
Ward looks at the runner. Looks in. Breaking ball just off the plate. That's 3 straight breaking balls. Striker now. 1-2 the count. Fastball right down the middle. Catches Granger looking. We're heading to the bottom of the first. 1 hit, no runs here from Imperial, Missouri. You're watching live stream STL Diamondcast Baseball. We'll be right back.
This live stream STL has been a huge asset for Jefferson County sports, in my opinion. I mean, getting these athletes the camaraderie that they're out there and people can see them. I mean, to be honest with you, I got a call from a coach yesterday about one of my athletes that said that they saw some of her games on live stream STL.
Awesome.
So, I mean, that right there instilled to me that this is important. You know, this is important for those kids. And so, you know, I think it's great, and I wish you guys the best. You know, and if you're out there and you want to sponsor, this is a great opportunity for you know, kids to support kids of our local kids and get them support and get them acknowledgement out there, because we have a lot of great athletes in this county.
We appreciate that. And at the end of the day, our mission is much the same as your missions, coaches, to help shine a light on these kids and get them exposure and get their name out there and help them. And if they can advance, they're better off, we're better off as a community, and that's why we're here.
Hi guys, Jeff Kettlehut here, owner of Kettlehut Smokehouse in Crystal City, and proud sponsor of our local youth baseball programs. Come on in before or after a game for some of the best barbecue in the area, or let me cater your next party or event. Whatever your catering needs, anniversary, wedding, birthdays, give me a call. We'll get you taken care of. We're on 6167 in Crystal City. Kettlehut Smokehouse, hands down the best around.
Say loud, say proud.
And we are back here ready for the bottom of the first at Rock Memorial Field.
We're ingratiating ourselves with the umpire. Is that one of those nickel words?
That's a Matt Schutte word. Leading off for Rock Memorial, the shortstop, Nolan Estepare. He looks at a first pitch fastball from Dylan Carlton. Strike one.
Nothing but heat on that one.
Estepare, 3 hits, runs scored, RBI. He was our player of the game last week in Rock Memorial's win over the Phenom, Scott.
The Undertaker?
No, but Estepare had a phenomenal performance that night. Although, couldn't catch up with that fastball. 0-2 now. To Estepare. Carlton with another heater right down the middle.
Fouled off to the right side. Maybe he changes up here.
Estepare has very nice range. His shortstop, nice glove, nice arm.
Tried the breaking ball, missed high.
He will be a senior next year at Windsor High School. 1-2 the count. Let's see if he comes back fastball here. And he puts the heat right by him for out number 1, strikeout, and that will bring center fielder Truman Ward to the plate. Truman Ward, the twin brother of our pitcher today, Hunter Ward, Scott. 4 Wards on the team, 3 ball players, and 1 coach.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Yes, and they're all Windsor products.
All right, so far all 4 outs recorded via the strikeout.
And there's a hard hit ball to the third baseman. He gets a nice hop. Throws off the bag. First baseman comes off and makes the out for the play. And there are 2 gone here in the bottom of the first. And in walks the hot-hitting catcher, Cooper Thomas, number 5. Thomas hitting over 700 on the season, Scott.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. That's some softball statistics. Of course, Scott Lotta, big softball player. Well, he's not that big. I mean, he's medium-sized. But
a little puffy here with all the COVID offness. Big swing there and a pitch right up around the chin.
So hard to lay off those.
It's just the sight line. You can just see it so well, and it's just hard to stay off.
I spoke with Rock Memorial manager Danny Sigmund last week, and he said that his players are really taking an aggressive approach at the plate, Scott. And if they see a good first pitch fastball they want to drive, they're going to jump on it.
Well, I think that'll pay them benefits as they start getting later in the season.
Ball off the glove.
Because like you said, most of these teams just barely have gotten into this couple of weeks.
2-1 the count now to Thomas.
Harris trying to assist the umpire.
If you're in the on-deck circle, do you get an E for an errant throw to the umpire there?
You get a warning for delay a game right there?
Probably.
Throw the flag. Throw the flag.
Carlton with 1 strike. Fastball down the middle. Again, grounded to the third baseman. Throws across, this time high.
And first baseman saved him on both of those.
Handled on the play by Brendan Yeager, the first baseman. 3 up, 3 down for Rock Memorial here in the bottom of the first. We'll head to the second. You're watching Diamondcast Baseball on live stream STL.
We want to thank the folks over at SMCI, home at SMCI, for our Diamond Dome. They own the rights to it for this particular baseball season. We appreciate them. Give them a call at 636-337-4444. Brought to you by Home by SMCI, the Diamondcast Home Dome. Also, Justin Neal over at USA Mortgage, the home of possibility. Give Justin Neal, the branch manager, a call over there at 115 West Gannon Drive in Festus at 314-287-4572. Or you can get them on the web at festus.usa-mortgage.com. And if you're interested in being a sponsor for our summer baseball broadcasts, you can definitely give us a call over here at 314-852-4398 or live stream STL at Outlook.com. Sponsor with us. Don't forget to check out our Coach's Box on Mondays as well, and throughout the month here, our Main Street Sports. All of those over at La Pachanga Restaurant. Just give them a check. Check them out over there at lapachangamex.com, located at 1185 Scenic Drive in Herculaneum.
A little La Pachanga would go pretty good right now.
Absolutely.
That does sound good for postgame.
Absolutely. We go to the top of the second here. And already seeing a good pitching duel here already.
Absolutely, both guys really settled into a groove nicely right off the bat here in the first game, and Hunter Ward finishing his warm-ups now.
Nice strong throw by the catcher there, threw beyond the second baseman to the shortstop, backing up second base.
Well, leading off the top of the second for the JC Blazers is our third baseman, Brennan Montgomery. Montgomery with 2 chances there in the first, and he'll lead things off from the left side of the plate.
Whoa.
Yeah, the big bender goes high. 1-0 the count. Nice night. We've got a pretty good crowd on hand. Curveball
just outside.
Just off the plate.
Bob Uecker just outside.
2-0 now to the big lefty. He looks at a high strike.
When in doubt, rear back, throw it hard.
And let's see if he gets another heater here, Scott.
I would imagine so.
Oh, with curveball.
Waited back on it nicely. Hit it through the hole.
Montgomery was waiting on it perfectly and knocks it into right field for the second hit of the game for the Blazers. The leadoff man is on for the left fielder, number 13, Arjav Goswami. And, folks, if you're watching at home and if I am mispronouncing Arjav's name, please let us know in the comment section. While you're at it, give us a comment. Let us know where you're watching from tonight. We get folks all over the world, all over the country, and even folks at good old Jefferson County watching the game.
We had somebody ask on Facebook here, I believe, if anybody know how to get a hold of the Roku channel, you have to go to videos.tkdssports.com. I'll throw this up here, and this is going to look really bad, but do you want the live stream STL Roku channel? This is how you do it. You got to log on to videos.tkdssports.com, and then you'll have to add the TKDS Sports Network. The icon all the way to the right there is what you'll look for on the Roku channel.
Got the bunt down, pitcher fields, and gloves.
Close play first.
Close play, but Goswami does the job on the sacrifice and moves the runner to second base. Nice bunt. And good speed, as Scott said, almost beat that out.
And the third baseman was right in his kitchen when he laid down that bunt.
Now we have the shortstop, number 7, Zach Potkin. He also does the catching duty on this team. Shortstop and catching. That's an interesting combination, Scott.
You don't often see that.
But he definitely has an arm. And he'd like nothing more than to knock Brennan Montgomery home for the first run of the game. Fastball down the middle, popped back out of play.
Spectator for
into the bleachers. Young man uncertain as to what to do with the ball at this point. Another young man says, I'll take care of it. He's going to run around to the dugout. It's just good to see people out enjoying the weather and enjoying baseball again.
Ooh. Nice breaking ball in for a strike. Behind on the count, he's going to have to try and protect.
0-2 the count now, and let's see if he gets that high fastball. No, he got a curveball and
chased it.
Chases it for the second out of the inning. Like the hitter, I was expecting the fastball. He was looking for the express, and he got the local, Scott.
Yep. Sometimes it's a little more than just a reactionary game. Sometimes you got to think along.
Now the big first baseman, Brendan Yeager, steps in. He did a nice job in the last inning, corralling a couple of errant throws and making sure they turned into outs.
Yep. Definitely underrated over there at first base for those kind of plays. Ooh, lays off the high one.
High heat fastball. It's going to take a solid base hit to score Montgomery from second base. Fastball off the plate. 2-0 the count to the hitter.
Got Scott Lotta on double duty tonight here, taking care of our scoreboard and color commentary. Doing a great job there, Scott.
Thanks, Coach. It's a little different than doing the basketball and the slam games.
Yeah,
Scott,
right on.
Scott with the multitasking. 3-0 now the count. And ball 4.
Walked him on 4 pitches.
So Yeager is, walked on 4 straight pitches. Now we have runners on first and second. And in comes Cameron Brooks. Cameron Brooks, the second baseman, the DeSoto product. As I mentioned, there are players from all over, many different schools on both these teams. Ward rocks and fires. There's a fastball right down the middle.
If they could really find some way to cash in with 2 outs here, that's definitely a big boost.
You just get the feeling that you need to jump on both of these pitchers early. There's a fastball popped into right field. Nice lazy fly ball for out number 3. Blazers strand 2 here in the second on 1 hit. We're no score as we head to the bottom part of the frame on live stream STL's Diamondcast.
I wonder what Coach Jarvis is up to.
Jason! What's up? What's up? Man!
Oh, hang on a minute. I got a call from Blair.
What's
What am I doing? I'm sitting here watching the coach's box.
This must be a wrong number.
What you guys do for Jefferson County sports, it doesn't go unnoticed by the coaches in all sports.
Yeah,
all
I appreciate
sports.
that.
You know, I have a lot of friends that are basketball coaches, and I've been, of course, around Jefferson County all my life and followed all kinds of sports, even before I got into the coaching. So what you guys do to help promote it with the kids is unbelievable, and we appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
For you guys to take your time and what you do is awesome. Just awesome.
Yeah, we try, we work hard, and we think they deserve it. The kids deserve to be able to be seen, and if we can turn out kids in the community to better them, get them in college, and make them a better citizen, that's the key.
We're back live here, Imperial, Missouri. Trent Harris, the batter for Rock Memorial, leading things off. 1-1 the count now to Harris. Harris, Festus High School product. He'll be a senior next year. Baseball, football player. Of course, Festus football will have a new coach this coming season. Carlton fires a fastball outside.
Southpaw has a pretty good velocity, it sounds like.
Nice pop of the mitt. Harris looks at a fastball high, but in the zone for sure. 2-2 the count. Carlton working off the stretch the whole game, Scott. And Harris waves at a fastball for strike 3.
Yeah, I think that probably keeps his mechanics a little bit more regulated, especially, I said, early in the season where they haven't got a lot of reps.
That brings in Hunter Ward, the pitcher now. We'll see if Ward can help himself, Scott, help his cause.
Maybe a push bunt.
And a nice note here from Michelle Hendricks. She is watching from St. Louis. Her grandson is Zach Potkin playing shortstop for the Blazers. And she appreciates us here on the live stream. We appreciate you watching, ma'am.
Good.
There's a long fly ball into the gap. That's gets by the center fielder, picked up by the right fielder, and Hunter Ward will stroll into second with a one-out double.
As you just said, right on cue, trying to help himself.
Sometimes you got to take things into your own hands there. Next up, we have the third baseman, number 15, Noah Schumann.
And it was good that you read that comment right there, because that's what Livestream STL is all about. We're able to cover these young athletes and get them some exposure that maybe they wouldn't necessarily be able to get.
That is why we do what we do. Love shining a light on these kids, these young men and women. Ward dancing off the bag at second. Carlton says no problem. Pumps in first pitch strike. Looking at the runner. Long pause. And a fastball low. That's going to get away from the catcher. And Hunter Ward ends up at third.
Tried to block it. It just squeezed through.
Pass ball there on the catcher. And the ball in the dirt.
Now maybe something, towards the shortstop or the second baseman might drive in this run.
Schumann.
Ooh, good thing he was in foul territory as he tags the runner in foul territory down the left side. He did not even have a second to get out of the way of that one.
I failed to mention that's Ethan Mollard doing the pinch running now for the pitcher Hunter Ward down at first. And it's good to see Ethan Mollard back out there, guys, because our first game here, he took a terrible ball thrown to the back of his head and didn't get knocked out, but made him definitely see the butterflies.
Yep.
So great to see Mollard back on the field and participating. 2-2 now, the count to Schumann with a runner at third. He looks at a pitch outside, full count now.
Good at bat.
And we'll see what Carlton wants to do here with the base open. High fastball fouled straight back. Schumann was on that one.
Ball rolls down to the hill to our right.
Anytime you see that pitch fouled straight back like that, Scott, you know that the timing was good. You just missed it.
So what does the catcher do to mix it up here?
Another fastball. That ball's driven into the gap. Center fielder dives. He can't get it. The left fielder comes across. And we have our first run of the game on an RBI double by Noah Schumann. One nothing now in favor of Rock Memorial.
And still only one out.
One out, runner on second base now for the first baseman, Eric Streicher. I apologize if I believe that's Streicher. But if not, folks watching at home, please let us know.
Oh.
Streicher with a bunt, back to the pitcher. He's got to hurry. And he beat that out.
Close play.
Nice play by the first baseman there. And it was a situation where the left-handed pitcher had to field that and then turn completely around to throw. And when he did, that gave the runner just enough time to beat out that bunt.
Well, you got to give the hitter a little bit of credit there for executing that and knowing, like I said, he's going to have to turn around, so it may give me that extra half second to get down the line.
Absolutely. Very nice play, nice speed by Streicher to get on first. Now, first and third, one out. And A.J. Sigmund, the right fielder, calls time. Lefty on lefty matchup here.
Got a chance for a big inning here.
Runner heads down to second base. Pitcher indifference.
So does that not count as a stolen base? I thought that was only like in the later innings of a game when it's like up a lot. I would think that would still be a stolen base.
I'm not sure exactly what the call was on that, Scott. Maybe if our viewers at home know, they can let us know if that's considered indifference or if he's credited with a stolen base.
See Jeff Ketcherside on the
strike
on the waves. He can definitely give us some insight on that.
Let us know, Coach Ketcherside, because I am unsure of the ruling in the earlier innings. 0-2 the count now to Sigmund. Big curveball in the dirt. He did wave at it.
He got him.
And that is out number 2. 3 strikeouts on the game now for Dylan Carlton.
Almost got you there.
There's been a lot of talk about Dylan Carlson.
Well, especially with the Cardinals now slated to begin playing later in July.
Right.
Shannon Dowd, the left fielder, steps in. Jefferson R7 product, just graduated this year. He looks at a fastball, strike one.
What I'm liking so far about this game is the major league level. I mean, you've got like a strike zone about the size of a bread box. This is like almost like the true strike zone.
This is how a strike zone should be, right? Pitch fouled straight back, and it's quickly 0-2 to Dowd.
And the back building taking a little bit of a beating here in the early going.
I think it busted out a window. I'm not joking.
It looks like.
I think we busted a window out. On the Rock Memorial Post 283. Just below it.
So,
up the ladder and got him.
Fastball right by him. Dowd couldn't catch up. And Rock Memorial gets out of the inning, but not before one run is scored on 3 hits here in the bottom of the second. We're head to the third. It's 1-0 Rock Memorial on live stream STL Diamondcast.
Ray, I'll say real quick, I really admire what you guys do with this. I think everybody who's ever tuned into one of these, whether it's a Legion game, whether it's a high school baseball game, with basketball, football, whatever it is, I've heard nothing but tremendous feedback about live stream STL and what you guys do and the quality of production, things like that. I would really encourage anybody who's involved in athletics throughout the county, or really anywhere in the metro area, anybody who's interested in sponsoring activities to get on board and get involved with this. I think it's added a ton to what we do here. It's added a ton to the program. You guys are a class act. You're committed to doing things the right way, and we really appreciate that.
Where's the game? Where's the game? Where's the game? There's the game. Livestream STL, now available on Roku. We're back here in the top of the third from Imperial, Missouri. JC Blazers find themselves down a run, and Chase Bloomer is at bat. Bloomer looks at a high pitch, ball one. Bloomer, the right fielder tonight for the JC Blazers. Batting from the left side of the plate against Hunter Ward. Ward, fastball, a little high, 2-0 to the count. Ward with 2 strikeouts on the night so far through 2 innings. He's given up 2 hits. Fastball at the letters for strike one, 2-1 the count.
Need to talk about the pitcher for the Blazers bearing down and getting those last 2 big strikeouts to put away that last inning that could have really got out of hand.
Absolutely. Fine job there. Ball fouled back to the screen right in front of us. And it is 2-2 now, the count to Bloomer. He was a little late on that swing, and I guess that makes him a late bloomer.
There we go.
Curveball, driven left field down the line. Looks like it's heading foul out of play.
Folks were here all night.
Don't forget to tip your waiter.
Yeah, tip your waiters and waitresses. Try the veal.
Try the veal. It's delicious.
Third baseman, left fielder, gave chase to that ball, but it fell just out of play beyond the trees down there, down the left field line. Rock Memorial Stadium. 2-2 the count. Fastball. Fouled straight back into the dirt.
Pitcher for Rock Memorial working quickly.
We like that.
We've still got 2-2.
Home plate umpire definitely in the running for a daytime Emmy tonight. Ward with the bender gets them for strike 3. Chase Bloomer, first out of the inning, fourth strikeout of the game, for Hunter Ward. And we're back to the top of the order. And that's center fielder Gabriel King. King 0 for 1 on the night. He struck out looking to start the game. Looks at a pitch just a little low. Even when Ward's missed, Scott, he's missed fairly close around the plate.
Yeah, that's got to be comforting for the coach to be like, okay.
Ooh. Fastball, a little high. And the count is 2-0.
Like I said, he's been around the plate. He just maybe just a little bit off. But those you can tweak a little bit.
Strike one
right on
at
cue.
the knees. 2-1 the count now.
Hopefully everyone's enjoying the broadcast. Beautiful night here at the field.
Fastball at the letters, strike 2. Nothing but heat so far, 2-2. Does he try him with the curveball here, Scott?
I don't know. I think he probably just tries to overpower him.
I've guessed wrong on every single pitch I've tried to guess tonight. There's a curveball inside, just off the plate.
I think everybody had that.
That was definitely hard to lay off.
Definitely had that. Everybody had that ooh sound going on.
Full count now to the batter. Curveball, little low.
Tried the bender and lost him.
1 out walk to Gabriel King. Dylan Carlton steps in. Carlton, the pitcher for the Blazers. He had a big double in the first inning, but was stranded on an island out there. Let's see if he can help himself with a runner on base. Fastball in the outside corner, strike 1.
Pitcher's best friend.
Infield, outfield, pretty straight away here. Big curveball. High for ball 1.
So if you're a hitter digging in and you see a couple of curveballs just float high, does that kind of lock you in, just like I'm looking straight fastball?
I would think so. There's a fastball up the middle for a base hit. They'll go station to station now. Runners at first and second for the Blazers with one out. Drove that fastball right back up the middle. And in comes the designated extra hitter.
DEH.
The DEH, Kieran Fegan.
You would think getting through the second time of the lineup, you would think they'd be like, okay, I saw what he had the first time, and then based on what you're kind of seeing, with his pitch repertoire, probably time it up a little bit better. That's why you got to kind of mix it up a little bit more.
I would think so, but I think right now it doesn't appear that Hunter has as much confidence in his curveball at this stage of the game. He's had a hard time throwing it for strikes right now. Fastball outside, 4-1. Ward in a bit of a pickle right now, Scott.
Yeah, his team got him a lead in the top half, the bottom of the last inning, trying to hold it here.
Fastball right down the middle.
Foul tip into the catcher's glove.
1-1 the count.
Wearing Ken Daly's old number.
Showing off your age.
There's a curveball over the plate for the strike.
That should be a big boost to his confidence to throw that pitch.
Fegan waved at that one. He was definitely sitting on fastball there. 1-2 now. Ward checks the runner at second. Curveball just off the plate.
2-2, 2 on. Top of the third, I would expect batter's probably sitting fastball here. This is definitely a fastball count.
Ward rocks and fires. Looks like an off-speed pitch popped high onto the infield. Should be an easy play for Estepari, and he gloves it for out number 2.
And that's why they're on that side of the fence and we're over here.
That's right.
But like I said, that's also kind of the catcher thinking along, be like, okay, they would expect a fastball, so mix them up, get them on that front foot.
Brandon Granger, the catcher for the Blazers. Cleanup hitter tonight. He struck out looking in the first. And he fouls one off down the right side by the dugout, out of play.
Nice smile by the pitcher.
Hunter Ward being the catcher for this team. I wonder if he calls his own game out there on the mound.
I really haven't seen him look over at the dugout, so maybe they have this scouted.
Big bender high, 1-1 the count. Home plate umpire very active back there. Fastball high.
Tried to overthrow that one a little bit.
You watch, he'll take his mask off every single time.
I noticed that.
And then put it down.
It's not even hot tonight. Ooh.
And curveball hit him, and that's going to load the bases. Bases loaded now with 2 outs.
Heard courtesy there. Courtesy runner coming in for the catcher.
This could be a pivotal at bat in the game for the Blazers.
And an important one, too.
Again, we're here all night.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see who's running over there at first base. That appears to be Tyler Cochran once again. Bases loaded now for the lefty, Brennan Montgomery. Montgomery with a big base hit in the second to start things off. Fastball off the end of the bat, a little squibber. They're going to have to hurry.
And
a great play by the second baseman to glove all in one motion and scoop that with his glove to Estepari for the final out of the inning. No runs on 1 hit. No errors. We're heading into the bottom of the third. It's 1-0 Rock Memorial on Livestream STL Diamondcast.
Hi guys, Jeff Kettlehead here, owner of Kettlehead Smokehouse in Crystal City, and proud sponsor of our local youth baseball programs. Come on in before or after a game for some of the best barbecue in the area. Or let me cater your next party or event. Whatever your catering needs, anniversary, wedding, birthdays, give me a call. We'll get you taken care of. We're on 6167 in Crystal City. Kettlehead Smokehouse, hands down the best around.
This live stream SDL has been a huge asset for Jefferson County sports, in my opinion. I mean, getting these athletes the camaraderie that they're out there and people can see them. I mean, to be honest with you, I got a call from a coach yesterday about one of my athletes that said that they saw some of her games on live stream SDL.
Awesome.
So, I mean, that right there instilled to me that this is important. This is important for those kids. And so, I think it's great, and I wish you guys the best. And if you're out there and you want to sponsor, this is a great opportunity for kids to support kids of our local kids and get them support and get them acknowledgement out there, because we have a lot of great athletes in this county.
We appreciate that. And at the end of the day, our mission is much the same as your missions, coaches, to help shine a light on these kids. And get them exposure and get their name out there and help them. And if they can advance, they're better off, we're better off as a community, and that's why we're here. And we're back from beautiful Imperial, Missouri. Scott, a gorgeous night here for baseball.
You could not ask for anything better here in the late stages of June. Normally we'd be talking about bugs, we'd be talking about humidity and heat. It is absolutely perfect.
We're here in our beautiful SMCI home dome, Diamondcast home dome, and we are mosquito-free thanks to Lawrence Kroger.
Ooh.
And there's a first pitch. Fly ball into the outfield, corralled by the left fielder for out number one in the bottom of the third.
I believe that was down.
It was down?
Yep.
I apologize.
Hey, he's on first base.
Yep.
Who's on first? That would be Trevor Quick.
First pitch swinging, looped one into the gap, just out of the reach of the center fielder.
Well, I apologize, folks. I thought that ball was falling in there. Estepare now, leadoff hitter for Rock Memorial. He's got one on, and he looks at the first pitch fastball for strike one. So I apologize to Trevor Quick for that. That ball looped in there for a base hit. And we'll see how quick Trevor is over there on first base, Scott.
Oh, big swing.
Estepare swinging for the fences there.
Estepare was our player of the game last week.
You always get one daddy hack per at bat. I think he had one there, Scott.
Definitely saw something he liked. Ooh.
Floated one in there.
Just stayed up.
Plate.
Speaking of player of the game,
I think Rays are trying to tell us, folks, that later on you will have a chance to vote for player of the game, our live stream player of the game, and we'll have that player on for an interview.
And we've got a hit batter.
Hit on the foot, and that gets the Rock Memorial dugout going a little bit. Both dugouts have been pretty quiet tonight.
All right, last inning, Rock Memorial had a chance. They had second and third with 2 outs, weren't able to push across a run. Pitcher was able to wiggle out of it and right back on the hook so far this inning.
Well, we're having a little mound conference here. Aaron Kudelik, the manager of the Blazers, heading over to the mound. And Ray, while he's doing that, why don't you tell the folks what we have on store for next week?
Goodness, yeah. You're throwing it on me right now. Let's see if I can do that real quick. I'll throw up our schedule here.
We have games next week, folks.
We have a lot of games next week. 3 games
Busy
next
week.
30th, the 2nd, and that's it basically. Oh, sorry, the 29th, the 30th, and the 2nd. You see Union at Festus, Festus at Charleston, Festus at Rock. So stay tuned to live stream STL for more details.
We've got baseball, and we hope to have plenty of sports for you this fall as high school hopefully opens back up. We're all keeping our fingers crossed. But if there's a problem and if there's a social distancing issue and you can't make it to the game or you have some concerns this fall for high school sports, you'll be able to watch sports right here on Live Stream STL.
Yep, absolutely.
Truman Ward steps in, very dangerous hitter, the center fielder. He grounded to the third baseman his first time up. But they're going to have to be very careful how they pitch to him here. He's digging in with that back foot.
I never did understand that, why the lefty pitcher had the ability to turn around like that, where if he were a right-handed pitcher, that would be a balk.
I don't understand that either, as Ward looks at that fastball in the outside corner. Not a pitch to his liking here.
It's a little bit of a chess game going on here with the hitter and the pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
Huge gap on the right side between first and second.
Simi holding the runner on over there at first. There's a ground ball back to the pitcher. He's going to throw to third for the force out across the line. And that goes high. Runner will advance to second, and the runner from second to third. That ball stays in play, so only one base advanced there on the throwing error. So that goes 1-5, and then there's an error on the third baseman on the throw.
There would have been no error if there had been no advancement, but unfortunately the throw led to the advancement. Got a little conference between the umpires.
And I'm not sure if they're saying that.
Notice there was an appeal from second to third there. It looks and said the runners are safe. So there you have it, and there you are.
The problem was in that situation was, they're going to bring the runner back out. The third baseman, the call was that he had left the bag too early when the pitcher threw over there, so everyone is safe. And we have the bases loaded.
And with nobody out, right?
Nobody out. And now the catcher is going to go out and talk to the pitcher a little bit, settle him down there as the umpires explained to Coach Kudelik. Yep. I don't know is that an appeal play that they ruled that on,
sure
or did they just ask the umpires, again, Coach Catcher side, or any other coaches? I know Jeff Montgomery from Festus, he watches quite a bit, so I'm not sure how they were able to rule that.
It was a comebacker to the pitcher. The pitcher threw to third.
The third baseman came off the bag early to accept the throw before he threw to first. That's what the call on the ruling on the field was.
Okay.
So interesting development here.
And definitely puts the Blazers in a really dangerous situation.
Especially with the hottest hitter for both teams at the plate, Cooper Thomas, and he aggressively swings at the first pitch he sees for strike one and foul. As I mentioned, going into this game tonight, Cooper Thomas batting over 700 on the season so far.
Yep.
In the first 5 games of the season. Small sample size, of course, but
hard to maintain, but you'll take that.
Still pretty impressive.
Right.
Thomas with the bases loaded. Looks at a big floater for a high strike.
Big pitch. So if the double play is the pitcher's best friend, what's a triple play?
Triple play is a team's best friend.
Ah.
And it means free orange slices and juice box after the game.
We have a balk.
And the balk is called. And a run comes home for Rock Memorial.
Uh-oh.
Crowd not happy with that ball call.
Right.
But we have a run home now. Runners at second and third. Thomas looks at a fastball low in the dirt. Carlton's got to catch his breath here.
All right. Thanks, Ray, for getting me all set up there.
Well, we've had a little bit of everything happen this inning, Scott.
We have.
Fastball just off the plate. Very difficult. Carlton trying to regain his composure here.
If they were warming up a pitcher, where would they warm him up at?
They've got the corners behind the dugouts, down the outfield lines there.
Up into the parking lot towards where I parked.
Uh-oh. We'll be checking for dents later.
Yeah.
Perfect opportunity for anyone
We need
insurance
to get a sponsor
agent.
that takes care of dents.
Absolutely. Yeah. Dents and broken windows.
We're working on that.
There's a ball in the dirt. Very nice block on the play by the catcher. Brandon Granger did a great job of getting in front of that one, Scott.
Yeah, that would have definitely been a run and another runner over at third.
Thomas now with a full count. But they do have a base open. Fastball down the middle, driven to center field. Center fielder goes back, and he makes the play, but that's plenty deep enough to score the run on the sacrifice. And it is now 3-0 in favor of Rock Memorial on that long fly ball to center field. Sacrifice fly.
Off the bat, I thought that might have been gone.
Thomas had great wood, or in this case, metal on that.
Yep. And not technically charged with an at-bat on the sacrifice fly.
That ball was driven deep. Nice play by the center fielder out there to gauge that one and time that catch right before the incline.
Harris up at the plate.
Trent Harris, he struck out in the second inning, looking for his first hit of the game. There's a shot back up the middle into the pitcher's glove. He throws the first. He gets the out. Nowhere for the runners to go there. Carlton did a good job of looking the runner back to third. And that goes 1-3 on the put out. 2 outs now here in the inning. 2 runs home.
So far, the first baseman has been instrumental. A couple of high throws could have easily been problematic.
We've had a hit. We've had a hit by pitch in this game. We've had an E5.
We've had 2 hit by pitches.
2 hit.
1 by each side.
We've had a balk this inning.
A plethora of different plays.
That's the great thing about baseball. Mm-hmm. You never know.
Yep.
It's not 3 yards in a cloud of dust here.
The old Joaquin Avingdahar talking to the press. You never know.
Dominican.
That's one word. You never know.
I remember him hitting a grand slam over the wagon gate at Old Busch Stadium.
Oh, yes. Joaquin, one of the great characters to wear the Cardinal uniform.
Kids today will never know.
I still one of my brother's all-time favorite Cardinals. Foul ball out of play. Hunter Ward now.
One of my favorite Cardinals was Tommy Herr. A lot of people don't even know who he is.
Yeah.
Tommy Herr, one of the greatest second basemen we ever had.
Amen.
Well, he will now be getting his red jacket as a member of the
that is true.
St. Louis Cardinals Hall of Fame.
Ooh.
Oh, Ward's,
took some off right there.
That's what they call pitcher-on-pitcher crime right there. Nasty curveball, even Hunter Ward chuckling about that one. Looking for the fastball. 2-2 the count now. 2 outs. Runner at third. Ward.
Just blew it by him.
Strikes out on the fastball to end the inning, but not before. Rock Memorial gets 2 more runs on 1 hit. 2 errors in that inning. We're going to head now to the top of the 4th. It's 3-0 in favor of Rock Memorial. You're watching Livestream STL. Scott, it's Diamondcast.
It's beautiful.
Hi guys, Jeff Kettlehut here, owner of Kettle Hut Smokehouse in Crystal City, and proud sponsor of our local youth baseball programs. Come on in before or after a game for some of the best barbecue in the area. Or let me cater your next party or event. Whatever your catering needs, anniversary, wedding, birthdays, give me a call. We'll get you taken care of. We're on 6167 in Crystal City. Kettle Hut Smokehouse, hands down, the best around.
Today's event is brought to you in part by Blue Tiger Media. Whether it's trivia nights, MC duties, DJ services, or commercial voice work, Blue Tiger Media has you covered. Call Jeff Whitener today at 314-852-1433 or visit us on Facebook. Blue Tiger Media. You supply the power. We supply the fun.
Since their inception in 1980, SMCI has always been about high integrity and treating people the way you would want to be treated, just like family. Mostly known as a commercial contractor, SMCI has now decided to give the family treatment to everyone. They are now opening their residential department to the public as Home by SMCI so everyone can experience the home treatment. Everyone deserves maximum comfort in their very own home. Isn't it time you come home? Contact SMCI at 636-337-4444 or on the web at homebysmci.com.
We are back here in beautiful Imperial, Missouri, Rock Memorial Field. The lights have come on now, and we're approaching the sunset hour. Top of the fourth, and leading off for Rock.
That's the JC Blazers, by
Pardon
the way.
I'm looking at the wrong list.
Get ready to say.
We have the left fielder, number 13, Arjav Goswami. Goswami, 1-1 the count, laid down a beautiful sacrifice bunt back in the second.
Terry Good says Bob Gibson, one of the best players ever.
Without a doubt.
Apparently we have the umpire's mom watching. So
yeah.
It's not just the players. I mean,
That's
it's
right.
all the people
She's
involved
rooting for
in
the
this.
umpire. There's no doubt about it. Go, son.
Hi, Mom.
Fastball inside now. 3-1 the count to Goswami. Takes pitch down central. Taking all the way.
Just reared back and like, here you go.
The count. We have to wonder now, Scott, as we're heading into the fourth inning, we haven't seen a pitcher throw over 4 complete innings this year because obviously these guys haven't had a chance to build up their arm strength. There's a fastball, bounce to the second baseman.
Bad hop.
Bad hop goes off his glove, and Goswami will reach on the error.
I don't know if that's an error. That's a pretty nasty hop right there at the end.
Well, we always do our vote here, guys. Okay, so you're the tiebreaker, Ray.
I knew it was coming. Because I didn't see it, I'm going to say no error.
As someone who plays the game, and that, like I said, that hop there, that's a little tough one there at the end. I'm gonna err on the side.
The only person that's going to argue with you there is the pitcher,
right?
You know,
right.
Fastballs.
In case it comes back on him later.
As Zach Potkin at the plate. Zach is playing shortstop tonight. He struck out back in the second inning looking for his first hit. He'd love to move Goswami over and get some things going here for the JC Blazers.
Backdoor play. So what do you think reasonably coaches are looking at as far as, are they doing the eye test as far as like, because you said there's not technically a pitch count on these guys, but it is so early in the season. He's throwing well. He looks comfortable. I mean, is there like a telltale sign you think they're looking for?
Well, I think you're looking at a number of factors. You're looking at success, fatigue. Are they still able to get their predominant pitches over, or does their arm look fatigued? Do the players look fatigued at this point? And certainly if they're successful, as we see now, 1-2 the count, and Ward with the high pitch there, 2-2.
And I think we've seen more high duress pitches coming from the Blazers side than we have so far on the Rock Memorial side. They've had a couple of hiccups, but they've pretty much had this in control so far.
There's a big bender for strike 3, and Potkin knew that right away. First out of the inning, 1-on-1 out now. Brendan Yeager, the first baseman. He reached on a walk back in the second.
As Mike Shannon would say, long, tall drink of water here.
And he's big, too, folks. And he looks at a curveball. Ward able to locate that curve throw it for strikes here in this inning for sure, Scott.
And at this level, that's lethal.
One the count now.
Yeah, if you can have a secondary pitch that has that kind of effectiveness, they can't sit on the fastball.
Swami gets a decent lead. There's a ground ball to the second baseman. Scoops to the shortstop, across the diamond.
Double play.
For the double play. Beautiful 4-6-3. That gets them out of the inning. No runs on one hit and no errors. We head to the bottom of the fourth. It's 3-0 Rock Memorial here on Livestream SPL Diamondcast.
I wonder what Coach Jarvis is up to.
Jason! What's up? What's up? Man! Oh, hang on a minute. I got a call from Blair. What's up?
What am I doing? I'm sitting here watching the coach's box.
Must be a wrong number. Where's the game? Where's the game? Where's the game? There's the game. Livestream STL, now available on Roku.
Hi guys, Jeff Kettlehut here, owner of Kettlehut Smokehouse in Crystal City, and proud sponsor of our local youth baseball programs. Come on in before or after a game for some of the best barbecue in the area. Or let me cater your next party or event. Whatever your catering needs, anniversary, wedding, birthdays, give me a call. We'll get you taken care of. We're on 6167 in Crystal City. Kettlehut Smokehouse, hands down the best around.
Here we are in the bottom of the fourth. And Noah Schumann, the batter. One strike to Schumann. Dylan Carlton back out on the mound for his fourth inning of work. Looks at a pitch high for 1-1.
Do you think maybe this is the last inning for him?
I would think that at this point, both pitchers have pitched pretty well. I would think that we're getting towards the limit of what they can throw tonight, and I'm sure their coaches are very cognizant of that fact and keeping a very close eye. 2-1 the count. Weak ground ball. Fouled off. 2-2. Two and two to Schumann. Schumann with a big double in the second. And Carlton runs the count full now. Ball inside, leadoff walk for Noah Schumann. And that will bring in Eric Streicher. Streicher with a base hit in the first.
Got some red shoes, red batting gloves. Swinging it from the left side. Powers in a fastball.
It may be a pinch hitter. Pitch down central. Now that is Streicher at the plate.
A rambunctious umpire.
Well, I'm sure Mom can hear those calls at home with our field microphone. Strike 3. Big strike out there for Dylan Carlton. Carlton with 6 strikeouts on the game now. And A.J. Sigmund is the batter. Sigmund struck out in the second, 0 for 1 tonight for the big right fielder. Looks at a pitch just off the plate for ball 1. Well, Scott, as we head into the middle frames here, your general impressions overall?
I love baseball.
That's a pretty good general impression. Foul ball slashed down the left field line. 1-1 the count now.
We got 1-1.
Umpire, a little soft-spoken. Some of you might be able to hear him in the neighboring subdivisions.
That's your second observation there of the night. You love baseball?
Yes.
The umpire. Carlton looks at a pitch out high.
Not gonna lie, I'm actually kind of out of the corner of my eye. I'm kind of looking at our feed and just looking at the pictures we're able to show the people at home, and it's a very proud feeling because this is a great product that we're able to showcase here.
3-1 now. Carlton unable to locate that curveball right now, Scott.
Yeah, I think he's tiring a little bit because all he's able to throw so far this inning for strike is that fastball.
Strike, fastball. Sigmund protects the runner, but the runner is in with a stolen base. And a full count now to A.J. Sigmund. He did a good job there swinging at that and protecting the runner.
Actually, I think if he would have let it go, I think it would have been ball 4.
Possibly.
But at this level, you never know.
You never know. Carlton, the fastball right down the middle. That's a live ball.
Chops it behind the plate, comes out front. Heads up play by the catcher.
And out number 2 now in the inning. We'll give that one a 2-3 on the putout. 2 outs and a runner on second for Shannon Dowd.
So that was a big swing right there. It could have been, if that runner hadn't stole the base earlier, that could have potentially been a double play because the runner didn't, the hitter didn't take off right away.
Shannon Dowd coming back off the injured reserve list. Getting at first pitch just off the plate for ball 1. Dowd has a very good eye. Led the Jefferson Blue Jays in walks, as well as Rock Memorial. Fastball.
Right on that one.
Right on that pitch.
So from the beginning of the game to now as a hitter, when everything was in shadow, but you still had regular, natural sunlight, and now that we're under the lights, what do you think the adjustments they're having to make?
Well, I think that at this point of the night, even though it's still somewhat light outside, by now the lights have taken over, and I think at this point it's actually easier to hit, in my opinion. Pitch high to Dowd. 2-1 the count now. Schumann doing what he can to bother the pitcher out there at second base. Fastball inside now. 3-1 to Dowd. Dowd trying to work back up to speed. And he takes ball 4 in the dirt, but the runner will advance. Very tough play for the catcher to try to corral there. Now we have runners at first and third for Rock Memorial with 2 away. And Trevor Quick at the plate.
Don't mind me here. I'm just trying to figure out the little buttons of my
doing a good job.
My little chubby fingers.
Trevor Quick with a base hit. He came around and scored back in the 3rd inning.
Shout out to Brian Strini. His boy will probably be out here soon, although I know his boy's a little bit more on the hockey side. Do we got any hockey in the hopper at all, Ray?
I don't have anything in the hopper hot yet. I mean,
but that would be another great thing to add to our portfolio.
We've done one game, and hockey being not a MSHA sport, and that being a club sport makes that a little bit of a different in for us. Mm-hmm. So, but not opposed to it. So if you're interested in having us out to do a hockey game for you.
All of the dirt gets away, and Dowd will advance to second base.
I know Jeff, Jeff was actually at our game. He called the game down on the ice. It was awesome.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Certainly love hockey, and we'd love to have a chance to do more games.
Right.
So can Carlton wiggle out of this one? He did well in this situation earlier.
2 on, 2 outs, too quick. 1-0 the count. Ball 2 just off the plate.
So now, do they have the 3-batter rule too if they bring in a reliever? Like Major League Baseball? Or
they do not.
Okay.
They do not.
I'm not really a big fan of that rule.
Neither am I. There's a blooper. That's going to land in the outfield. That's going to score 1. Here's play at the plate. Throw coming in offline. Shannon Dowd scores. There's 2 more runs across for Rock Memorial. They now lead 5-0 on the base hit by Trevor Quick.
Big opposite field hit there.
Yep.
Just getting that bat on the ball, dumping it into right center.
Carlton was able to wiggle out of this an inning or so ago, but this one came back and just was not his friend.
Nolan Estepare now, the leadoff hitter at the plate. Struck out tonight. He was hit by a pitch. Ball 1 low.
Estepare. Just kind of fun to say.
Rolls off the tongue. I love the name.
Got a little mini mound visit going on here with the third baseman. A little encouragement. Trying to coax him through this last out.
Carlton's definitely laboring this inning. Fastball right down central. Fouled straight back by Estepare. He'd love to drive something in the gap here and bring home another run.
Let's go, Nolan.
Scott, our first game of the season between these two teams. Rock Memorial jumped out to a huge lead. Couldn't get that 10-run rule. They were 2 batters shy in 2 runs of doing that. And JC Blazers were able to mount a comeback. There's a fly ball lifted into right. Play for the second baseman. That's going to fall. He lost it in the lights. The only person that really had a play on that, Scott, was the second baseman, but he lost that somewhere.
Yeah, you could see the first baseman looked for help, and the second baseman took a step and then kind of almost put his shoulders up like, I don't know where it went.
Estepare reaches now. Runners on the corner, 2 outs. Truman Ward would like to add to the lead.
So are you drawing a parallel with that game and this game, saying that we can expect a lot more late offense?
Well, I can say it's certainly not out of the ordinary for the JC Blazers to battle back. And it all depends what happens here as we change over pitchers. I look for both teams to be changing out pitchers very soon. I'll be surprised if either one of these young men go too many more outs. Carlton looking at this point, I think, just to make it through this inning, Scott.
Definitely. He's just searching for that one magical pitch to get that final out.
Estepare takes off for second.
Throw through, cut off by the pitcher.
And now we have runners at second and third. Base hit here from Truman Ward would score both of these runners. Looks at a ball high.
Oh, my bad. 2-1.
2-1 the count.
That pitch on the stolen base was a strike. I was not sure. Was focused on the runner. I was mesmerized.
Scott Lotta doing yeoman work tonight as our statistician and our game changer. There's a Little blooper to the shortstop for out number 3, but not before Rock Memorial tacks on 2 more runs. It's 5-0 as we head into the top of the 5th on Livestream STL Diamondcast.
Today's event is brought to you in part by Blue Tiger Media. Whether it's trivia nights, MC duties, DJ services, or commercial voice work, Blue Tiger Media has you covered. Call Jeff Widener today at 314-852-1433 or visit us on Facebook. Blue Tiger Media. You supply the power. We supply the fun.
Where's the game? Where's the game? Where's the game? There's the game. Livestream STL, now available on Roku.
I want to thank our main sponsor here, Justin Neal, over at USA Mortgage, the home of possibility. Check him out at 115 West Gannon in Festus, Missouri. Give him a call, 314-287-4572 or festus.usa-mortgage.com. Also, if you haven't noticed, we have a brand new name of our dome. It's the Home Dome, brought to you by Home by SMCI. Give them a call at 636-337-4444 as we go to the top of the 5th. And we will open things up here. Hopefully, our cameras are going to stay. They've been kind of a little choppy. And we've got, do we have a new pitcher here? Hold on. Go ahead. There you go.
We have a new pitcher.
Yeah.
It is Ethan Carroll, number 21 for Rock Memorial. We saw Ethan Carroll our first game out, and he's going to take over on the mound. The night is done for Hunter Ward. The line on him, 4 innings pitched. He gave up no runs on 4 hits. He struck out 6 and walked 1. So very good night for Hunter Ward, and he's got to be in the running, or at least one of our leaders in the clubhouse right now for player of the game.
Yep. I'm going to fix my graphic here a little bit. Oh, it's still too big. Well, sometimes you just got to make it smaller. And that'll do it right there. Cast your vote for player of the game as I work on getting my cameras back and a lot of other things. Oh, goodness. We're having so much fun here. And I don't know what's going on tonight, but we are freezing up left and right. Here's a camera that has been working, so we'll stick with this camera for a little bit.
All right, so at this level, do they have to get through 5 innings to qualify for the win, or is it only 4 since they only play 7?
It's only 4 because when they play 7.
That makes sense.
Cameron Brooks, the leadoff batter now for the Blazers.
Well, let's see if they can get something going. They weren't able to get much going against Hunter.
Cameron Brooks flied out to the right fielder, his first time up. And he swings at that one. 4 strike 1. Carroll has 3 good pitches. Nice off-speed pitch will go along with the fastball and the curveball. Big curveball just off the plate, low and away. 4-2. As we work through these innings, folks, I'll give you an update on some of the folks who have done a good job of hitting. We just talked about Hunter Ward and what he's done. As Brooks has strike 2 there, 2-2 the count. Fastball fouled straight back. Brooks stays alive at the plate. Noah Schumann on the night. He's 1 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Estepare 1 for 2 with a run scored. Trevor Quick right now the only batter with 2 hits in the game. He's 2 for 2.
Count runs full.
Trevor Quick with 2 RBIs, so you definitely have to consider him as we see a full count now on the leadoff batter, Cameron Brooks.
Ooh, high and tight.
All high, and a leadoff walk now issued to Cameron Brooks from Ethan Carroll.
Well, you can't get it back all at once if you're on the Blazers side, so a little patience here may go a long way.
Well, they've certainly showed us 2 weeks ago they were capable of chipping away at that lead. As Chase Bloomer steps in now. Chase Bloomer, the victim of a third-inning strikeout, 0 for 1 on the night. He fouls one back out of play. Strike 1 the count. Now really, when you look up and down the lineup, we've had different guys score different runs. It's been pretty much of a team effort.
On the Rock Memorial side?
On the Rock Memorial side. As I said, the only batter with 2 hits, Trevor Quick. There's a high fastball sailing on Ethan Carroll.
So, with all things being equal on the offensive side, you got to kind of look to the guy who was on the bump to start the game for him.
Well,
Definitely was difference maker at this point.
Yeah, I can't argue with that, Scott. That's sound reasoning and logic on your part.
It happens sometimes.
Ball high. Ethan Carroll trying to find the groove here off the stretch. Looks like he's just a little out of sorts right now, Scott.
It looks like he's releasing the fastball a little early, so in order to do that, to get that back online, sometimes you maybe as a catcher you'd call an off-speed pitch or two to kind of get him to kind of readjust that grip a little bit.
Throw over to first base. That ball gets away, but I believe it bounced into the runner, so it didn't go far. First baseman able to corral that and keep the runner at first.
Dodgeball rules, is he out?
This
Dodgeball rules.
is not wiffle ball. Fastball high. The count is full now.
I must have missed a pitch somewhere in there. I thought that was a 3-1.
It's okay, Scott. You've done a great job tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we'll keep you.
Ball high. And the first 2 runners have reached courtesy of the walk. 2 on, Nola out, and we head back to the top of the order here.
Got a mound visit going on here.
And while we have this mound visit going on, Scott, talk a little bit about what you've seen so far of the game from both of these teams.
It started off very like you would expect in a game like this. You had both teams kind of feeling each other out in the beginning. Both starting pitchers came out just with gas. I mean, it was very impressive. It was just a few, just a little, chink in the armor here and there for, the Blazers. A ball would fall in, a hit batter, just baseball things that just happened. The Rock Creek was just able to, or Rock Memorial was able to take advantage of those just a little bit more. And actually, it could have been a lot worse if not for Carlton. Carlton really limited the damage early. Unfortunately, he just kind of tired a little bit in that last inning.
I agree. I think the biggest factor there, as you said, was fatigue on Carlton's point. He definitely had to throw more pitches there to get him out of some certain situations. And I mean, really, all in all, they had a pretty good night. But he is out of the game now, I'm sure.
But maybe his team will rally here and take him off the hook.
Carroll's still trying to find the plate. Just doesn't seem comfortable out there right now. Top of the order, Gabriel King up. 1-0 the count. Looks at a fastball at the knees.
Strike.
For strike 1.
That was at the catcher's knees.
One and one now the count.
Just outside.
2-1 now. And this is definitely the hitter's count right here. See if he gets a fastball down central, something to work with.
Oop.
Looks at a fastball,
right.
chest high, 2-2.
If you're that left-handed hitter, you're looking at that large first baseman looming down there with that huge wingspan. So you're like, how am I going to hit it by him? I'm going to have to really, either hit it over him or I'm going to have to hit it wide of him.
This is very true. Fastball high, runner goes. He is in at third base with a stolen base. Both
double
runners
steal right there.
Move up on the double steal, as you said.
Full count. That is a very gutsy call right there because you had a chance for a potential strikeout. Throw him out there.
Full count to the batter. There's a shot through the hole. That's going to score one. Oh. It gets by the fielder, and
he may go all the way to third. Big strides.
Yep.
Throw into third. And a rolling slide into third with I would guess, a single and a two-base error right there. But don't go anywhere,
Gabriel
folks.
King with the base hit, as they said, and a two-base error there as it gets by the fielder. And that scores Cameron Brooks and Chase Bloomer. And Rock Memorial chipping away now.
So, again, I talked about the left-handed here staring down the line at that big first baseman. Did just what I said. It's like, well, I got to hit it wide of him. He hit it perfectly between first and second. And that's a bad feeling in the outfield when that ball gets by. You're just I've been there myself, so I know how that goes.
Dylan Carlton now. Dylan Carlton at the plate as a batter.
And you got to tip your hat to the first two hitters of the inning. They made the pitcher work, and they got that started.
Now Carlton 2 for 2 on the night. Double and a single. There's a long fly ball into the right field gap. That's over the right fielder's head. That's one hops the fence. That's going to score one run. Carlton headed for third, and he will get in with a stand-up triple. The ball gets away. Luckily for him, it bounces off of the backstop.
That was a mighty swing right there.
Yep.
And he ripped that one on one hop out of the right center field gap.
As the late, great Chris Duncan would say, Apo Taco on that one.
That's right. Clean triple on that play.
And we've got a mass gathering at the mound right now.
And it looks like we're going to make a change. Ethan Carroll coming out of the game. He just never looked comfortable out there, unfortunately, and we've seen him pitch very well here, so just wasn't his night.
So what did you say, 10-8 first time?
I believe so. 10-8 the first game. And now...
I think it was 13-10.
13-10, that's right. That was the final, I'm sorry.
Yep.
That's still a lot of runs.
Yeah, sure.
And 3 runs in, a runner on third, and nobody out here in the fifth.
We're going to take a break. We will be right back. Don't forget to cast your vote for player of the game at this point. We've got we'll come back here on the back half of this and give you kind of our candidates. So we'll be right back.
Ray, and I'll say real quick, I really admire what you guys do with this. I think everybody who's ever tuned into one of these, whether it's a Legion game, whether it's a high school baseball game, with basketball, football, whatever it is, I've heard nothing but tremendous feedback about Livestream STL and what you guys do and the quality of production, things like that. I would really encourage anybody who's involved in athletics throughout the county, really anywhere in the metro area, anybody who's interested in sponsoring activities to get on board and get involved with this. I think it's added a ton to what we do here. It's added a ton to the program. You guys are a class act, and you're committed to doing things the right way, and we really appreciate that.
Where's the game? Where's the game? Where's the game? There's the game. Livestream STL, now available on Roku. And we're back here. New pitcher in the game for Rock Memorial, and that's number 13, Braden Kreutz. First pitch, foul back for strike one. To the batter, Kieran Fegan, pardon me. 0 for 2 on the night.
Said a couple times fast, right?
Exactly. There's a shot up the middle for a base hit, and another run is home, and it is now 5-4.
That ball was smoked.
He sat on that first pitch fastball, or second pitch fastball all the way, and he smoked that ball through the middle.
Hitters seem a little bit more relaxed in there now. They're definitely getting some good hacks.
Absolutely. Brandon Granger now, the catcher from the left side. He looks at ball one, runner on first base. Still nobody out in this inning, Scott.
That's a great thing about baseball. There is no clock.
There's a foul back here against the screen. 1-1 the count.
I'm going to throw up the cash your vote for player of the game. Give us some candidates there, Mr. Whitener.
Well, at this point, on the Rock Memorial side, you have to look at the pitcher, Hunter Ward. 4 innings pitched, no runs. There's a tough play by the shortstop. He gets by under his glove. That's a clear E6. They throw it to third. Ball gets away, and that will allow the runner to move up.
Pitcher backed him up there. That was good.
Now we have runners at second and third.
That little nubber to the shortstop, you would have thought, okay, well, at least you're getting a force out at second. Maybe, the runner at first.
And he really had to charge that ball, too.
And you saw him pull his head up a little bit to look to see where the runners were. Again, I've been there, too.
And a clear error on the play now, but runners on second and third, no outs.
Through the first 4 innings, this game is completely turned in this inning.
Now I believe we have a pinch hitter at the plate for Brennan Montgomery, and that's number 26 for the JC Blazers. That is Jack Mickle.
And that's going to tie the game.
We are tied here at Imperial, ladies and gentlemen. 5-5.
I believe that will be scored a wild pitch.
Wild pitch on that play for sure. Now we have a runner on third and nobody out. The Blazers trying to get more.
A little celebrating going on over there in the Blazer dugout.
1-2. Curveball strike.
But that's the whole thing about baseball. You can dominate the first 4 innings, and you can come out and just have 1 inning where everything clicks.
Ooh, a lot of movement on that pitch.
Didn't miss by much.
So we have candidates on the Rock Memorial side. We talked about Hunter Ward, the pitcher, and his yeoman work through 4 innings. We also have Trevor Quick, who was 2 for 2 with an RBI. On the JC Blazers side, right now the leading candidate is Dylan Carlson. He's 3 for 3 on the night.
That huge at-bat
and
he had the last time.
He is 1 home run away from the cycle right now. Single, double, and a triple. So he throw back down as Mickle strikes out for the first out of the inning. And in steps Arjav Goswami. Goswami 1 for 1 on the night.
All right, so you have a runner at the third.
Sacrifice.
Nobody, or 1 out. So you really want to work on getting that runner in from third with less than 2 outs.
And this young man is a great bunter. With 1 away, do you put the squeeze on here and try to get the?
I personally would, but I was a big fan of Whitey Ball. So, first baseman right on the cusp of the grass over at first. A lot of confidence in your catcher to throw 2 balls in the dirt like that.
2-0 count now. Pretty good count to squeeze on.
Mm-hmm. Chances are you're going to get something center cut here to, like I said, you could just easily just push it down that first base line.
And Goswami looks at ball 3.
Well, the patience of the Blazers has really paid off this inning.
Taking all the way for strike one on the count, 3-1 now.
As one of my softball coaches used to say, take two, they're small.
I would think he would be taking another pitch right here. And he looks at ball 4 in the dirt. Goswami reaches on the walk.
So we got one out, runners at the corners.
And Zach Potkin, the shortstop, steps in. Potkin 0 for 2 on the night. Pair of strikeouts.
So do you send the runner from first here to see if you get a throw through?
I don't think there's any doubt that he'll run. You've got speed on the bases there at first base.
Pretty good hitter in the box.
Here's the pitch. High strike.
Big lead by the runner
letters.
at first, too. He was out past the first baseman when the pitch was released.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are all tied here in Imperial, Missouri.
He's going.
There goes the runner.
Pitch
Throw
outside.
down, and he's in safely. Good throw on by the catcher on a ball that was tough to throw.
Tailing outside. Definitely did a good job. It was actually really close at second.
Now we have runners on second and third.
We got a little drama going on here.
Potkin looking to drive something back and get those runs in. Breaking ball misses outside. 2-1 the count.
So right now the advantage shifts to the batter's box. Number 7 in the spotlight. Ooh, good cut.
Potkin with the daddy hack there, trying to clear those bases.
Another shot into the night.
Nice
Do it again.
defensive swing there on that foul, on a very good fastball right blowing at the knees.
Some major leaguers could take a cue from that, just kind of shorten up your swing and just bring the bat to the ball instead of going for the daddy hack, as you said. Ooh,
Big breaking ball high, hard to lay off there.
Excellent job to restrain himself on that one. You could see he really wanted to.
2 on, 1 out. We've got a full count to the batter. And there's a swing and a pitch fouled up. Will that stay in play? Play for the first baseman?
Oh, he didn't know where he was on the field.
Just couldn't make it there as he was approaching the fence right in front of the dugout for the JC Blazers down the first base line. Reached for the ball, couldn't make the play. And that could be pivotal here as it gives life to Zach Potkin.
Well, we saw both the pitchers earlier in big spots like this just wind up and say, hey, I'm going to challenge you.
Speaking of life, auto, home. We're always looking for insurance sponsors.
Yes, we are.
Here's the pitch. Big breaking ball high, and we've got the bases loaded now for Brendan Yeager.
I'm going to have to just come out and say it. This is a pickle right here for Rock Memorial.
It is a pickle. It is a kosher dill. Brendan Yeager 0 for 1 on the night.
Yeah, those fielders for Rock Memorial, they've been out there for a little bit.
Fastball, strike.
Great pitch to start the at-bat. Still could get out of it with the double play here.
Last time up, Yeager was a victim of the 4-6-3 twin killing.
Knew that was coming, didn't you?
Yep.
0-2 the count.
Ooh.
And that hit him. That's going to bring home the run. And the JC Blazers have taken the lead by virtue of a hit batsman.
That's unfortunate. I'm sure that's not what he was trying to do. Just a little bit of loss of location right there. We've got some coaching talk over here, talking about getting another pitcher loose.
The JC Blazers have now batted around.
And only had one out.
With one out, Cameron Brooks is up now with the bases loaded. He started things off with a walk and came around to score at the top of the inning.
I know a lot of people like to look at home runs and the extra base hits and all that stuff, but walks play such a mental toll on the defense.
Walks, errors, anything that will keep your defense out there for a long time. And it's tough to stay on that edge that you need to stay on your toes to be ready to field the ball. There's a nice pitch pumped in there for strike one, 2-1 the count.
The errors and the hits are going to happen, but a walk, there's just no defending that. So as a fielder, you just kind of feel powerless. So that's where, as a hitter, if you can do that, it just really just ups the ante a little bit more.
There's a ground ball knocked down by the pitcher. Throws the first. They get the second out, but not before Rock Memorial plates another run. They've exploded for 7 runs here in the 5th, and now lead 7-5.
Wow.
JC Blazers.
Pardon me, JC Blazers.
Did you say the Portland Trail Blazers?
I did. I did.
It's great.
Hey, if we start talking about the Seattle Supersonics later, it's like, all right, then we would definitely be in my era.
Right.
So 2 outs, still 2-2 scoring position.
On the put out. And as Scott said, we have runners at second and third. Chase Bloomer at the plate.
Good swing.
Fouls that one off. Bloomer walked, came around, scored. The second run of the game for the Blazers.
Ooh. Ducks away from that one.
Curveball inside. (7-5) now in favor of the Blazers. Fastball right down central. 1-2 the count.
Nice pop on the glove there. At this point, I would be just bring the gas. Ooh.
And another hit batsman.
He brought the gas all right.
That
loads the bases.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really understand that pitch call right there because, like I said, the last one you popped it in there, hitter was watching the whole way. I would be like, okay, my best pitch, I think, is the fastball, so I would just stick with the fastball.
At this point, after 7 runs scored, I think you just need to throw a fastball for strikes. Let them put it in play. Let your defense make the plays behind you. Back to Gabe King, and Gabriel King has a base hit.
He's got a chance to plate a couple more here.
They tried the pickoff play at third. Ball goes into the outfield.
Bad.
That took a really unfortunate bounce.
Right
off the carom of the outfield there.
Tried to be aggressive and unfortunately came back to bite him a little bit there.
And now it is 8-5 in favor of the Blazers.
Been a big inning here for the JC Blazers. We got another substitution in, 23 for 29 at first base.
And I understand you're trying to be aggressive there. It's early. You're still working out some kinks.
Not sure who that is.
left-handed throwing first baseman. Trying to work back in the count, now 2-1. And again, pitcher's in rhythm now, so I would just stick with what you're doing. Don't get fancy. Just try and put this guy away. Got him with the high cheese. And finally, the inning comes to a close. The Blazers score 8 runs. All right, we're here on live stream STL. Ray, I want to say thank you for the opportunity to call this game tonight.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed calling the Blazers and Rock Memorial so far. We're going to go to the bottom of the 5th here. And we got anything going that we need to let the listeners know about?
Let you know about some of our sponsors here. Sponsors like Justin Neal over at USA Mortgage, the home of possibility. Give them a call at 314-287-4572. You can catch them on the web at festus.usa-mortgage.com. Don't forget our shows that we have going on here. The Coach's Box on Monday nights over at La Pachanga. Also Main Street Sports. We were doing those on Thursdays, and now because of baseball, we've got to kind of bounce around and just reschedule them accordingly. But check both of those. You can check those out at La Pachanga over at lapachangamex.com, or stop in at 1185 Scenic Drive in Herculaneum. Give a call 636-475-4888. Also, we're broadcasting from the Jeffco Diamondcast Home Dome. Thanks so much to Home by SMCI. Give them a call, 636-337-4444. If you're interested in sponsoring our summer baseball broadcasts, please give us a call over at Livestream STL, 314-852-4398, or livestream.stloutlook.com. Also, one last thing, people have been asked about a Roku channel. Want the Livestream STL Roku channel? This is how you get a hold of it. You got to go log on to the videos.tkdssports.com. That is $4.99 a month, and then you will be able to open up a brand new channel called the TKDS Sports Network for upcoming games, and games like tonight out here at Rock Memorial. So here we are. Big inning for the Blazers. And
just to summarize, guys, that big inning for the Blazers, 8 runs on only 3 hits in that inning.
Wow.
There were 4 walks, 2 hit batsmen, and 4 errors committed in that inning.
Wow.
So we had a little bit of everything to give the Blazers the lead, and now the Blazers will look to number 32, Jaden Jones, to keep Rock Memorial off the board here as we head into the bottom of the 5th.
So, Jeff, when would these kids have normally been starting playing ball?
Well,
would this been in like April?
Are we counting the high school sports season? Because these guys should have been playing ball probably since February.
Okay.
February, March, yeah.
So we're probably actually seeing the product of what we would be seeing about 3 to 4 months ago.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You know, these we're seeing flashes of greatness here and there, but you can't discount some of the play that we've seen right now is a product of the fact that these guys have not been able to put the reps in together. And the fact that it's not like these are their high school buddies. These are guys from all over.
That they haven't really got to see yet.
Right. I mean, JC Blazers is an example. They've got guys from at least 6 different high schools playing on the team. And Rock Memorial, I believe, has 3 or 4, maybe 5. Foul straight back on the play by Cooper Thomas.
We had somebody jumping in here saying Zach Austin is number 23 for, I believe that's Rock Memorial.
Who said that? Cameron Ford?
It was.
Thank you. Like I said, we're here to – we may not have all the information, so if you have it, that helps us out a lot.
Definitely.
Thank you very much for that, by the way.
Coach Matt Beasting from DeSoto popping in, saying hello.
Ooh.
How you doing?
And we get to see the umpire do a little theatrics there.
Strike 3. That's Korean League there.
I'm going to say this is Harris. I'm just judging by the physique.
This is Trent Harris, designated hitter, 0 for 2 tonight. Trent Harris, the Frestas product.
He's got an imposing frame.
Speaking of Trent Harris, I'd like to give a big shout-out to Jeff Kettlehutz down at Kettlehut Smokehouse. being a sponsor of our live stream STL. Folks, if you haven't had a chance to get down there and get some of their delicious food.
Good eats.
Not only delicious barbecue, but they've got some great desserts down there. And if you take it from me, a guy my size. I have sampled some of the best. Want to know the count now to Harris?
So now, will the Rock Memorial, will they be able to answer? Because that was a pretty big momentum swing we just witnessed.
Jaden Jones pumps that one in there for a strike.
So it looks like the Blazers got a couple of pretty dominant lefties.
Ball 3 high. Jaden Jones will be a senior next year. He is a Melville product. Melville Panther. Harris a little late on that one. That runs the count full.
A few in the crowd over there kind of craning their necks to see where that one was going.
Full count now. Jones trying to get the leadoff batter, his first hitter of the game. And ball 4 outside. Trent Harris reaches on the walk.
So we got 1 on, 1 out.
1 on, 1 out for Hunter Ward. Correction, we're seeing a pinch hitter now for Rock Memorial. That's number 16. And I do not have 16 on my roster, fellas.
Well,
quick pitch.
So, Ray, what do we normally do when we don't have a name on our roster?
Max power.
Right now, we will refer
I
to
thought that
him
was
as
just a basketball thing.
Nope.
Max Power. Well, folks, if you're watching at home, let us know who number 16 for Rock Memorial is, because he is not on our roster or lineup card.
Ooh,
Ball in the dirt.
Good snag by the catcher right there.
2-1 to count.
It looks like the pitcher's rushing a little bit, trying to compensate for the dancing runner over at first.
I don't think Harris is in danger of going anywhere.
Ooh. Just late. Fouled it off into the parking lot. I'll get some of those when I leave.
Someone might have one of those sitting in their front seat of their car.
Hopefully the window is down.
Pleasure having Scott Lott out here tonight, folks. There's a foul ball, slowly hit past the third baseman. Off the hands.
Got to give a big shout out to the umpire tonight. He's been very loud and clear in his calls.
Well, it certainly helps us the more demonstrative the men in blue are.
And he also came over in between innings and kind of gave us a little rundown of what happened on that play at third, where we were like, we thought for sure that was a force out, but he's like, nope, he missed the bag. Another number up the third base line. Ooh, good thing. Took a little squibbish little bounce there at the end.
That's 2 off the hands. That's 2 cue shots there that were spinning sideways. That luckily for the third baseman, those went foul. Very tough plays to try to gobble up with a speedy runner going down the line. One and two, the count. And blew that one by Max Power for the second out of the inning. 2 out now with 1 on. Noah Schumann steps in. He's had a nice night. He's 1 for 1 with a double and a base on balls. 1 run scored for Rock Memorial.
So far got that runner over at first since 1 out. Haven't been able to advance him yet. You know, they at least like to change the score at least a little here. Ooh.
Schumann looks at a high hard one there, can't lay off.
Pitcher seems to have found his groove with that high fastball. And as they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. A little too high on that one.
Good velocity here by Jones being shown.
That might have been a strike in the shack strike zone. Ooh, right on it.
1-2 the count.
A lot of these young hitters, we're seeing a lot of good fundamentals and definitely their mechanics.
I have my own mechanic. He works on my van. He's a very nice man. Ooh, breaking ball. Low and away. 2-2 the count.
Not offer. It's important to have a good mechanic. We should get one of those for the show.
It's always important to have a guy.
Yep.
I got a guy.
Got this guy.
Fastball. Schumann fights it off right back to the screen. Nice little battle going on right here, Scott.
Well, earlier the pitcher elevated and got him to swing under, and these last two he's been like right in the heart of the zone. Oh, took a little bit off.
Off-speed pitch, fouled down the left field line. Schumann stays alive. Nice battle here.
Catcher wants to go out and kind of have a word. Maybe figure if they can see some sort of hole in his swing that they can take advantage of.
Just wants to make sure where they're all going after the game.
I say Kettle Hut.
Kettle Hut's a solid option on any night.
Or La Pachanga.
Or La Pachanga.
I mean, it depends on what you're going for that night. Barbecue, Mexican.
Yep. Why not both?
You just took the words right out of my mouth. Oh.
Inside pitch. Gets away.
And
Trent Harris stumbles, bumbles, and rumbles his way to second base.
Catcher just got handcuffed by that one a little bit. So now a chance with a runner in scoring position. Ooh.
And Schumann.
Got him with the high. Got him with the
high hard one. Jones gets out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, one left on. We head to the top of the sixth with the JC Blazers on top 8-4. You're watching live stream STL Diamondcast.
I wonder what Coach Jarvis is up to.
Jason! What's up? What's up? Man! Oh, hang on a minute. I got a call from Blair. What's up?
What am I doing? I'm sitting here watching the coach's box.
Must be a wrong number.
What's up?
What you guys do for Jefferson County sports, it doesn't go unnoticed by the coaches in all sports.
Yeah,
all
I appreciate
sports.
that.
You know, I have a lot of friends that are head basketball coaches, and I've been, of course, around Jefferson County all my life and followed all kinds of sports even before I got into the coaching. So what you guys do to help promote it with the kids is unbelievable, and we appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
For you guys to take your time and what you do is awesome. Just awesome.
Yeah, well, we try, we work hard, and we think they deserve it. The kids deserve to be able to be seen, and if we can turn out kids in the community to better them, get them in college, and make them a better citizen, that's the key.
And we're back here at the top of the sixth in lovely Imperial, Missouri. We have a new pitcher, and that is Eric Stryker, number 29 on the mound for Rock Memorial. First pitch in the dirt. Ball one.
So, Jeff, what did the Blazers do for an encore?
I'm not sure at this point if they're going to come out and do their greatest hits on the encore, or no? It's at this point they want to keep the pedal on the gas. That's for sure.
Right.
Jaden Jones now inserted into the lineup is doing the pitching, and he is doing the hitting as well.
Counts out 1 and 2.
We're having a Jones now.
Ooh.
Pinch hitting for inserted in the number 2 slot.
Slow breaking ball there. Didn't break enough. 2-2.
Foul ball back towards the on-deck circle. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, as we're in the 6th inning for the Blazers, we can't, I would say the leader in the clubhouse as far as the hitters on the Blazers. Right now, Dylan Carlton, 3 for 3, single, double, and a triple.
Ooh.
RBIs.
Big bender there, wasn't it?
Definitely in running for player of the game right there. Nice pitch on the outside corner.
Got him with the breaking ball. One away here for the designated extra hitter, number 46, Kieran Fegan.
That is a live stream exclusive.
That's right.
We're going to coin that phrase, right?
Yep.
The extra designated hitter.
He's not an extra hitter. He's not a designated hitter. He's the extra designated hitter.
Right.
Fegan 1 for 3 on the night with a run scored.
Whoa.
Looks at pitch high for ball 1.
A little bit of a sidearm came out there. Definitely sailed on him.
Nice lanky delivery from the lefty here. Typical lefty, lanky, three-quarter delivery, Scott.
Ooh.
Big breaker over the top, though, for a strike.
Did that finish in the zone?
Yes, it did.
All right. You know, he looks.
You were just as surprised as the batter.
Right. he looks kind of like Nuke LaLoosh from Bull Durham.
Wow. A little bit. Nice Bull Durham reference there. One of my favorite baseball movies of all time. You can never go wrong with a Bull Durham reference. Two and two the count now on Fegan. And he waves
chase
at that pitch.
Throw down to first.
Strikeout.
Just to make it official.
And there's quickly 2 down now for Brandon Granger, the catcher. 0 for 2 on the night. He was hit by a pitch, and he reached on an error by the shortstop back in that big 5th inning. Looks at a big bender there low in the dirt for ball 1. Fastball at the knees, strike 1, 1-1 the count now.
So do you think at these levels it's as hard for lefty-on-lefty matchup as it is at the higher levels?
Especially a pitcher like this, who comes so much from that side.
Almost leaned into it there.
Two and 1. Big curveball. He waits on it. Back up the middle. Shortstop gets it. Throws to first.
Can't scoop it. He made the turn. They could tag him. Nope, couldn't corral it.
Harris tried to get that ball. When the shortstop threw that, he was on the second base side. And
he showed good range.
Good range. Unfortunately, the throw was in the dirt. Harris got a piece of it over there at first base, but couldn't hold on to it. Now, Jack Mickle is in the plate. He struck out his first time up in the 5th inning.
Bumps in a strike.
Granger has reached his last time at the plate now, both on E6s.
Catcher having a lighthearted moment with the umpire right there. Good to see.
Always good to keep that relationship with the umpire.
He is your friend.
Light. That's
Ooh.
right. JC Blazers having a lot of fun over in that dugout right now, guys.
Hey, why not? You're out here, great weather.
As the great Willie Stargell said, they call it play ball, not work ball.
Mm-hmm.
2-1 now, the count to Mickle. Fastball down central, strike 2. Two away here in the 6th for the Blazers.
And floats in the
And
breaking
got him
ball.
looking for strike 2. Now 2-2. He had the pitch count wrong.
Yeah.
And now there's.
That was the strikeout.
That should have been. We had 3.
Yeah.
There's
we
a
had
bit of
3
a.
as well.
The home plate umpire, I think, forgot the count.
In fact, I think everybody is in agreement there that was a strikeout looking.
Yeah.
All right, we're heading to the bottom of the 6th. It's 8-5 in favor of the JC Blazers. Folks, you're watching a beautiful night of baseball on Livestream STL Diamondcast.
Since their inception in 1980, SMCI has always been about high integrity and treating people the way you would want to be treated, just like family. Mostly known as a commercial contractor, SMCI has now decided to give the family treatment to everyone. They are now opening their residential department to the public as Home by SMCI so everyone can experience the home treatment. Everyone deserves maximum comfort in their very own home. Isn't it time you come home? Contact SMCI at 636-337-4444 or on the web at homebysmci.com.
This live stream SDL has been a huge asset for Jefferson County sports, in my opinion. I mean, getting these athletes the camaraderie that they're out there and people can see them. I mean, to be honest with you, I got a call from a coach yesterday about one of my athletes that said that they saw some of her games on live stream SDL.
Awesome.
So, I mean, that right there instilled to me that this is important. This is important for those kids. And so, I think it's great, and I wish you guys the best. And if you're out there and you want to sponsor, this is a great opportunity for kids to support kids of our local kids and get them support and get them acknowledgement out there, because we have a lot of great athletes in this county.
We appreciate that. And at the end of the day, our mission is much the same as your missions, coaches, to help shine a light on these kids. And get them exposure and get their name out there and help them. And if they can advance, they're better off, we're better off as a community, and that's why we're here. Eric Stryker, the pitcher, current pitcher for Rock Memorial, will lead things off here in the bottom of the 6th. Lefty-lefty matchup, and Rock Memorial needs some base runners, Scott.
Yeah, they're starting to run out of outs here.
Jones, fastball inside, ball 1. Jones has got good stuff.
I got to say, Ray, this setup you've got here is pretty nice. I mean, it's very user-friendly. We can keep track of the score, and when the person helping you doesn't mess it up. I mean, all this stuff looks pretty good for the count and everything.
Yeah.
Ball 2 inside.
Nice hustle, number 33.
That's our Diamondcast home dome.
That would be the great Marcus Meyer there, number 33 on the on-deck circle for Rock Memorial.
Ooh, high and tight. Runs it to 3-0.
3-0 now.
I'm going to say the chances for a 3-pitch inning have gone out the window.
Yeah. I have to tell on myself as we see Marcus Meyer in the on Duck Circle. I've known Marcus for 3 years now as we get a leadoff walk. Marcus Meyer pinch hitting now for A.J. Sigmund.
33, it's a good number. I'm just saying.
That's
Tony
Freak's
Dorsett.
number. That's the Freak's
number. That's right.
Leadoff walk here. Does Rock Memorial have an answer?
I'm not sure, but it appears that we're going to have a little conference here. And I think the conference looked like it was initiated by the pitcher, and I don't know if maybe an injury or something going on.
Maybe he's tightening up.
Yeah, got to be careful with that. It's cooled off a little bit here. And
Ray, when is the next time that folks are going to be able to watch us on live stream STL?
when is the next time? I'm glad you asked. Let me check it out right here, and I will throw up the graphic right now. And schedules are even changing as we speak because we had some schedule changes today.
Everything's fluid.
Yep. So our next scheduled program is on the 29th, Union at Festus.
And that's a doubleheader, I believe.
Doubleheader. We'll also be taking the big trip to Charleston, Festus at Charleston, on the 30th, and then the big Festus Rock Memorial game here on the 2nd.
All right, here we go. Conference is over. Jaden Jones looks in with a runner on first base. Marcus Meyer. I may have to. Marcus looks at ball one. Marcus Meyer, an R7 product. He'll be a senior next year, and I have to tell on myself a little bit.
Uh-oh.
I've known him since he was a freshman. He's played sports, and I've announced his games. I always thought his name, because his first name is Marquis, I always thought it was Marquise. It wasn't until our game last week as we see wild pitch go, and the runner advances to second base. Pardon me, that was a pass ball.
The batter did offer at it, so a strike was called.
Good call there.
So I've been calling him Marquise all this time instead of Marcus. Now, after the game we had 2 weeks ago, he messaged me and he said, you do know it's Marcus, right? I could have played it off, but I was honest with him and told him.
Cool, like, I think it sounds better the other way.
I'm just an old doofus that can't remember, so. So we apologize to the Meyer family and, of course, to Marcus. Foul ball straight back.
Evens the count 2-2.
I do obviously know Marcus a little bit from his time at R7. Great photographer, has his own photography company.
Yeah, you were telling me about that a couple weeks ago, right?
Whether it's action shots or portraits, he can do it all.
Speaking of great shots, how about this picture we're giving you?
Speaking of great shots.
Mitch.
Wow.
At the knees.
It'd take nerves of steel right there to take that pitch with 2 strikes.
Jones wanted that one.
Still have voting open for casting your vote for player of the game, so get your votes in.
There's a base hit up the
Banks
middle.
A single up the middle.
They're going to send the run home. No, they hold him up now. He waved him and then stopped him, so we've got runners at the corners on a pinch hit base hit by Marcus Meyer.
Coming up after been watching for a couple hours and like, hey, go step into the box. Spanks a single right up the middle.
Hit fastball, and that's going to be it for Jones. Well, folks, we're going to head to a commercial break while we get a new pitcher here. Ray's going to take us and tell us about some of our sponsors, Ray.
I will. Sponsors like Justin Neal over at USA Mortgage, the home of possibility. Give Justin Neal, the branch manager, a call over at 115 West Gannon Drive in Festus. Give him a call at 314-287-4572. Or you can catch him on the web at festus.usa-mortgage.com. Also, thanks so much to Lawrence Krodinger at Home by SMCI for furnishing and being our sponsor for the Home Dome here, the Jeffco Diamondcast Home Dome. Got our brand new sign behind us that got made up. Beautiful sign, so we appreciate him. Give him a call at 636-337-4444. Tell you what, talking to Lawrence last week, they've opened up a lot of new opportunities for you to save a lot of money with their heating and air conditioning products. So give them a call at 636-337-4444.
New pitcher in the game now for the JC Blazers, guys. And that is number 22, Tyler Cochran, another lefty.
They are definitely full of lefties.
We've seen a lot of lefties here tonight. And
all right, so he's going to hop right into the fire here.
we have another pinch hitter, which I don't have his number right now, but pinch hitting for Shannon Dowd from the left-hand side of the plate, lefty-on-lefty matchup. Runners at the corner now. There's a soft liner to the second baseman. He gets these. Does he throw back to first?
Got
and
it.
they get the out.
Oh, they
No,
say he pulled him off.
Wow.
Pulled off
It was
the
very
bag.
close, yeah.
Thought they had him. Had him in plenty of time. But we will score that, the soft liner to the second baseman for a 4.
Rock Memorial fortunate right there to get that one.
Braden Kreutz, the pinch, is now the hitter. He's hitting in place of Trevor Quick.
Call of the bullpen seemed to be the
No,
right
I'm
call
sorry.
here.
This is Trevor Quick. Pardon me.
Coming in, throwing strikes. He has a little bit of an unorthodox delivery.
Yeah. Kind of a three-quarter throw there, lefty.
Almost kind of looks like a little bit like Rick Sutcliffe, where he kind of like palms the ball a little bit.
Scott Latta with another reference that the kids won't understand.
Rick
But
Sutcliffe.
that's okay. That ball gets away.
And
Runner's coming home, and he will be safe. Rock Memorial is now down only two runs,
yeah.
8-6. Jeff can't add.
That's not one of the prerequisites to be announcing, apparently, right?
That's right.
You just got to have personality. That's all you need.
That's great.
That cures a lot of ills in this business.
I will tell you a story about that because I was definitely not a math major, gentlemen. That was my worst subject now. My old alma mater, there's a
that ball.
shot down the line, hooking foul.
It looks like my golf shot right there.
Yeah. We had quite a few golf shots a couple weeks ago there, didn't we?
Now, my Facebook alumni page, I'm a Lindbergh alumnus, Lindbergh High School, class of 1982, gentlemen.
Hey, that was a great year. Cardinals won the World Series that year?
It was a good year all the way around. But math was never my strong suit. There's a 2-story building there on campus that was one of the original.
Floats it
Trevor
in.
Quick looks at that big breaking ball for strike 3. And there's now 2 outs and 2 on. And Zach Austin will be the pinch hitter.
Batting with a runner in scoring position.
Zach Austin pinch hitting for Nolan Estepare. So the old original 2-story building that was dedicated math and actually called the math building is being in the process of torn down. New improvements to Lindbergh High School. That building is about 60, 70 years old.
Holy moly.
And they were live streaming the building being torn down on Facebook. And all of the comments, including myself, were from people that were cheering the destruction of that math building. Because I'm pretty sure I have PTSD for my time in that building, guys.
Yeah.
So
that's great.
All of the comments, the people, the alumni, including myself, it was pretty funny. Tear it down, destroy it.
3-1 count now. 1 in so far for Rock Memorial. Chance to maybe get a little bit closer.
So you get another guy on here, and it can get real interesting.
Ball 4 walk. Runners at first and second now.
I believe this was the formula that the Blazers used.
Right. A little bit of everything in that inning where they plated 8 runs. Truman Ward now, the very dangerous hitter.
Get a walk, a couple of wild pitches, an error, who knows?
Truman Ward is due. Over 2 on the night. There's a base hit up the middle. Will it be enough to score Marcus Meyer?
He's coming.
They're sending him home. Here's the play at the plate. Here's the throw's going through. It's cut off by the pitcher. And another run comes across for Rock Memorial.
I believe you called that right there. You said he was due.
8-7. Truman Ward with a big 2-out base hit.
That ball was roped to center. Peanut Gallery chipping in with some comments.
And now we're getting into the meat of the order for Rock Memorial, and that includes the very dangerous Cooper Thomas coming up to the plate. Cooper Thomas, the catcher.
How's he so far this game?
2 for 2. He's had a sacrifice.
Now, was he batting
0 for 2 with a sacrifice.
Was he batting 700 up to this game?
He was batting 700. So I might have jinxed him by talking about that average, because he's probably down to 600 now.
Runner at second did not break. The runner at first started to and realized I've got nowhere to go.
He put on the brakes pretty quickly there. Thomas very aggressive at the plate. Doesn't have what you would call speed on the bases at second. It's going to take something in the gap probably to score Thomas. No offense to, Zach Austin. No offense to Zach Austin, but he's a pretty big man.
Who we got on deck? Harris?
There's a long fly ball into the gap. Center fielder tries to make the catch, can't make it. It goes up on the hill. One run is home. 2 runs will score.
On a
Thomas
stand-up
stops
triple.
at third. A 2-out, 2-run, 2 RBI triple. And Rock Memorial has reclaimed the lead.
Wow, that was a nice poke. I guess the hitter took umbrage to me saying who's on deck.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, I'm still hitting, and I'm about ready to make an impact on this game.
9-8 now in favor of Rock Memorial.
And another huge run looming just down the line at third.
And another huge batter at the plate with Trent Harris.
Hopefully all the families tuning into this are enjoying this as much as we are.
Cooper Thomas just put himself in the running for the player of the game.
Like, how much more of a clutch hit can you get than that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because now that changes the complexion of the game going to the top of the 7th, the last inning. Now you put the pressure on the Blazers to score.
9-8 in favor of Rock Memorial. Great game here from Imperial. 2-1 the count now to Harris.
Are we going to have like a little major league action there? No, that ball touched the dirt. Let's get a fresh one.
I don't think they can be that picky over here, can they?
Right. Not after all the balls that we've seen sprayed into the woods.
We don't have the budget for that here.
Yeah, right.
If they need balls, though, I might know a guy.
Hey.
There's a shot
Spank
to the second baseman.
Comes up with a clean.
Hop. And the throw to first. Inning is over, but not before Rock Memorial played 4 runs to reclaim the lead. It's 9-8. We head into the top of the 7th. From Imperial, you're watching Live Stream STL Diamondcast.
Today's event is brought to you in part by Blue Tiger Media. Whether it's trivia nights, MC duties, DJ services, or commercial voice work, Blue Tiger Media has you covered. Call Jeff Widener today at 314-852-1433 or visit us on Facebook. Blue Tiger Media. You supply the power. We supply the fun.
Hi guys, Jeff Kettlehut here, owner of Kettle Hut Smokehouse in Crystal City, and proud sponsor of our local youth baseball programs. Come on in before or after a game for some of the best barbecue in the area. Or let me cater your next party or event. Whatever your catering needs, anniversary, wedding, birthdays, give me a call. We'll get you taken care of. We're on 6167 in Crystal City. Kettle Hut Smokehouse, hands down the best around.
Since their inception in 1980, SMCI has always been about high integrity and treating people the way you would want to be treated, just like family. Mostly known as a commercial contractor, SMCI has now decided to give the family treatment to everyone. They are now opening their residential department to the public as Home by SMCI so everyone can experience the home treatment. Everyone deserves maximum comfort in their very own home. Isn't it time you come home? Contact SMCI at 636-337-4444 or on the web at homebysmci.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The stage is set here for the top of the 7th. 3 outs for JC Blazers if they're going to come back and tie this game.
Starts him off with a strike.
Strike 1 to
Most important pitch in
Arjav
baseball.
Arjav Goswami. And a little ground ball
Right in the
between
hole.
the first second baseman.
Oh, and throw is errant. He will stay at first.
Tough play all the way around, guys.
That's a do-or-die play right there.
That's got to be a base hit.
Yeah.
I don't think we can score that in any other way there. Great speed down the line. That ball took a very strange hop off the bat.
Yeah, and I think the pitcher got spiked.
I believe so.
At first base.
He appears okay. And yeah, nobody to blame there. That was just a bang-bang play all the way around. And Goswami certainly didn't mean to do that. Rock Memorial has achieved what they need to do here. They've gotten their leadoff runner on. And now it's to Zach Potkin. Zach 0 for 2 on the night.
Ooh, and just like that.
JC Blazers, pardon me. I did it again, guys.
That's okay. We still love you.
We're so used to
pitch, and now we have a runner on second.
Yeah, we're so used to covering, everybody's spread out here. Now we're all real close. You've got the JC Blazers, you've got Rock Memorial, and starting next week we'll have the Festus Diamond Club, I guess is what we're going to call them. The former Festus 253.
The Diamond Club.
Yeah.
Sounds very exclusive.
Right.
Sounds like you need a pass card to get in.
So the hitter right here is just trying to move that runner.
Yep.
He's in the hole right now, 1 and 2.
I think he was trying to do more than move him on that play. I think he was trying to take the lead there for the Blazers.
He had a pitch he could groove there.
Big high curveball misses. 2-2 the count.
But here, fundamentally speaking, you at least want to push something to that right side and at least give yourself a chance to move that runner,
especially with 2
one
strikes.
More base. Exactly.
2 strikes, no out.
And reached for it.
Waves at strike 3, and there's 1 away now.
That's
here
a big out.
Top of the 7th, absolutely. Now we have Brendan Yeager walk in, first baseman. He's walked. He's hit into a double play, and he's been hit by a pitch. But Yeager could be the hero if he gets a base hit.
And since we are out here in a rural situation, if I was the batter, I probably would have stepped out as that motorcycle went by.
Yeah, right.
That seemed a little distracting.
Curveball.
And that's going to
hit the batter.
Oh, so it's a dead ball. The runner cannot advance.
Second time tonight
that
Yeager's been hit by a pitch.
So they probably actually were hoping for more of the wild pitch there because then the runner could have got to third base.
All right, folks, let's set the stage here. It is the top of the 7th. 2 outs remaining for the Blazers. They have runners at first and second, and they are trying to tie this game. They're down by 1 run. We have Cameron Brooks at the plate now as he looks at ball 1.
The best part about this is they match up again sometime in July.
Buries the strike.
And that game will be here due to the changes in scheduling. And the JC Blazers will be the home team.
Correct. We spoke about that a little bit about for the game, and that's 1-2 to Brooks now.
High strike. He didn't really like it.
The Blazers will be operating out of this field here at Rock Memorial for their home games the rest of the season. Fastball just off the plate. 2-2 to Brooks. Who's going to be the eventual hero, folks? Get those votes in for player of the game.
And that ball's going to get by. And that moves both runners into scoring position.
Another pass ball now. And Rock Memorial really flirting with danger at the moment. Coach Kudelik's going to come in and he said, I thought that might have been hit. Thought that might have hit his foot. So will you check with the other umpire, please, to see if that hit Brooks' foot? The ball came in. It was a curved ball in the dirt, and it looked like it actually went behind the batter, Cameron Brooks, as he was dancing through there. Be hard for the field play to field umpire.
I don't know if he would have had a view of it.
It's so far away, too, so.
And it will stay 3-2. I mean, obviously, if you were the Blazers, you'd be like, yeah, I did him. Yep. Big pitch coming up here.
Full count. This could be the pitch of the game right now. Coach Kudelik.
Little
not
chatter.
Happy with
little
the
chatter
call,
from the dugout. Yeah.
I think that's what it kind of comes down to. He's claiming that
swings
big strikeout right there by Eric Stryker.
Last hope for the Blazers.
2 down now. Chase Bloomer at the plate. We've got 2 on, 2 out, a 1-run ball game.
I believe you alluded to it earlier. Late bloomer. But as they say sometimes, better late than never.
That's right. He could get a hit here and be the star. Strike 1.
Yeah, a base hit puts him probably in front here. A good base hit.
And there
Tough
it is.
play, bounces off the plate. Here comes the runner home on the wild pitch, and we are tied.
And the go-ahead run is standing over at third base now.
I can tell you right now that ball bounced right off of the front tip of the plate.
Absolutely.
Right
Bounced
Gave
high
the catcher,
into the air.
Catcher had no chance.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. And now Chase Bloomer could be the hero. We've got the winning run 90 feet away for JC Blazers.
And dribbles it down the first base line.
I thought it hit off his foot, too. Well, they get out of the inning, but we have a tie game as we head here into the bottom of the 7th, folks. It's 9-9. You're watching live stream STL Diamondcast Baseball.
Ray, I'll say real quick, I really admire what you guys do with this. I think everybody who's ever tuned into one of these, whether it's a Legion game, whether it's a high school baseball game, with basketball, football, whatever it is, I've heard nothing but tremendous feedback about live stream STL and what you guys do and the quality of production, things like that. I would really encourage anybody who's involved in athletics throughout the county, or really anywhere in the metro area, anybody who's interested in sponsoring activities to get on board and get involved with this. I think it's added a ton to what we do here. It's added a ton to the program. You guys are a class act, and you're committed to doing things the right way, and we really appreciate that.
I wonder what Coach Jarvis is up to.
Jason! What's up? What's up? Man! Oh, hang on a minute. I got a call from Blair. What's up?
What am I doing? I'm sitting here watching the coach's box.
must be the wrong number.
Where's the game? Where's the game? Where's the game? There's the game. Livestream STL, now available on Roku.
Broadcasting live from the Jeffco Diamondcast home dome. Appreciate the folks over here at SMCI. Also, Justin Neal over at USA Mortgage. Don't forget also, we have the Coach's Box on Monday nights and Main Street Sports throughout the week. Stay tuned for those details. All of our shows are out at La Pachanga out in Herculaneum. Give them a call, 636-475-4888 or lapachangamex.com as we go to the bottom of the seventh. Jeff, it's been a pretty exciting game.
Great game here. We've had a couple of lead changes, guys. We're all knotted up at 8 at the moment, and we've got our 8th pitcher of the game now. 8th pitcher of the game, and that is Brennan Montgomery for the JC Blazers, I believe.
So almost 3 hours into the game, and nothing has been settled.
That's right.
Actually, it's number 8. I don't have number 8 on my roster, fellas.
It is number 8.
Woo.
But I know that we have Braden Kutz at the plate.
Just reared back and throwing gas.
And he has quickly 0-2. And
quick work. 3 pitches, 1 out.
Good morning, good evening, good night.
Right. Was that from the Truman Show?
It is.
Yeah, one of my favorite movies.
And we have Truman Ward in the game tonight. But it hasn't been his show. Although he did get a big base hit earlier. Noah Schumann up now with 1 out.
Wow. Wow.
I just missed your car.
Pitcher brought the heat. The hitter was right on it, and if you could have heard the smack from down here hitting the catcher's mask, that was wow.
0-1 the count.
Everybody involved got their money's worth on that one.
1 away. There's a long fly ball. That's going to go way back into left field, over the left fielder's head. It's up against the fence.
And he will stop it up at second. Wow.
Schumann stops at second with a 1-out double.
That was almost a walk-off, folks.
Rock Memorial has a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the 7th.
You could kind of see that coming after that first swing he took. Mm-hmm. He was like, you're going to bring the heat, I'm going to bring my swing.
You love that power-on-power matchup, Scott.
That's what you watch the game for. Everybody loves the big fly. Unless you're the pitcher, then you probably don't.
He gave it a ride. The ball just not carrying in this cool air like it normally would, I think.
I'm kind of surprised.
In a warmer, humid environment, I think that ball might have had a chance to go out.
Possibly. Because the swing kind of looked like Russell Brandon on like a Brad Thompson pitch. but from the reverse.
The master of the obscure reference, Mr. Scott Lotta, ladies and gentlemen.
References galore. We've got them all night.
Eric Streicher said he's got a man out there at second base, and he's going to try to get him home.
I don't think he's going to change the game plan a lot here. I would expect to see some heat.
Right.
Runner takes off for third. Throw down. Gets away. Runner's going to come home.
Here comes the throw.
And
that's
Rock
your ball game.
Memorial has won the game on an errant throw to third. They take the game 10-9.
Wow, what a heck of a game there.
He had the base stolen off of the pitcher. Wow.
Absolutely.
That was incredible. And I think number 15's got to be in the conversation for player of the game after that.
I think we have to just automatically put that in there, so there it is. We'll get our player of the game situated here, and we will reset here and have our interview with the player of the game. We'll be right back. You're watching Diamondcast on Livestream STL.
What you guys do for Jefferson County sports, it doesn't go unnoticed by the coaches in all sports.
Yeah,
all
I appreciate
sports.
that.
I have a lot of friends that are head basketball coaches, and I've been of course around Jefferson County all my life and followed all kinds of sports even before I got into the coaching. So what you guys do to help promote it with the kids is unbelievable, and we appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
For you guys to take your time and what you do. Is awesome. Just awesome.
Yeah, we try, we work hard, and we think they deserve it. The kids deserve to be able to be seen, and if we can turn out kids in the community to better them, get them in college, and make them a better citizen, that's the key.
Hi guys, Jeff Kettlehut here, owner of Kettlehut Smokehouse in Crystal City, and proud sponsor of our local youth baseball programs. Come on in before or after a game for some of the best barbecue in the area. Or let me cater your next party or event. Whatever your catering needs, anniversary, wedding, birthdays, give me a call. We'll get you taken care of. We're on 6167 in Crystal City. Kettlehut Smokehouse, hands down the best around.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with our live stream STL Player of the Game. And who better to be our live stream STL Player of the Game than the man who scored the winning run, got the big hit here in the bottom of the seventh, the Hillsboro High product, Mr. Noah Schumann. Thanks for coming on with us, Noah.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us a little bit about your approach there in the bottom of the seventh. You had a guy that was throwing some pretty straight heat there. You had a good cut your first pitch. Were you looking fastball all the way?
All the way. One of my coaches told me to get on that fastball right away. Quick hands. That's all I was really looking for.
Now, when you hit that ball here in the bottom of the seventh, it was deep to left. Did you think you had enough to get it out?
I wasn't watching that much. I knew I got a good piece of it. I put my head down and I started just running right away.
So you're on second base. There's one out. Got a runner at the plate. And did you have the automatic green light there, or did the coach give you the steal sign?
Well, I knew the third baseman was playing real far up, and I knew I was going to go right away, but my coach gave me the steal sign, and I got on it right away. And then the overthrow, and I scored.
As you're sliding into third there, and I would assume that don't know that you were able to see where that ball was, but I'm sure the coaches were, everybody was yelling at you to get up and run, right?
Put my head down.
So another crazy game with the Blazers tonight. First time we were here, we had a 13-8 game, a game where you guys had jumped to a lead and they came back, and a lot of hitting at that point. But tonight was another night like that. Hunter Ward, the first 4 innings was pretty solid for you guys, kept them off the board.
Not a lot of defensive runs.
Right, and then of course because of the situation we're in, and we were having to cycle guys in and out on the mound to pitch. Haven't been able to throw a lot. Guys kind of got in a little trouble.
A couple of defensive mishaps,
JC Blazers came back and actually took the lead from you guys. You nibbled back in the last inning there. What was it like on the bench as the game was going on and the Blazers had kind of taken over at that point? What was the mood on the bench? What were you guys telling one another?
Well, they were doing a lot of talking over there, and we just said we just got to play baseball. We just got to keep our heads down, keep grinding, and came out with the win.
This point in the season now, you've played a few weeks now. I believe this is your 6th game you guys have played. 4-2 record overall. Describe what it's like, and obviously you've had the challenges of having to come together from all these different teams. You're from Hillsboro. You've got guys from 5 or 6 different schools. Now you're trying to come together and gel at this point. Tell us what that process has been like in light of everything that's happened this spring and summer.
Well, a lot of us have played with each other in the past from like select ball, and we just went our separate ways when the Legion hit, and now this pandemic happened, and we just having to come back and play baseball.
It's regardless of what happens out here, it's just good to be back out on the field, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And certainly good for us to be covering you guys and try to shine a light on our local athletes. Now, you will be a senior next year at Hillsboro.
Yep.
Playing for Coach Lucas out there. Now, any aspirations of what you want to do in the future once you graduate?
I'm trying to pursue my baseball career, get an education somewhere, and see where it goes.
All right. Well, before we get out of here, any shout-outs you want to give to the folks watching at home?
Just to my parents. Keep telling me go to practice and stay in school. Gotta love them.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's your live stream STL player of the game, Mr. Noah Schumann from Hillsboro High School. He was instrumental in the walk-off bottom of the 7th win here for Rock Memorial, 10-9 over the JC Blazers. We're going to go to commercial. We'll wrap things up on Livestream STL.
Today's event is brought to you in part by Blue Tiger Media. Whether it's trivia nights, MC duties, DJ services, or commercial voice work, Blue Tiger Media has you covered. Call Jeff Whitener today at 314-852-1433 or visit us on Facebook. Blue Tiger Media. You supply the power. We supply the fun.
Since their inception in 1980, SMCI has always been about high integrity and treating people the way you would want to be treated, just like family. Mostly known as a commercial contractor, SMCI has now decided to give the family treatment to everyone. They are now opening their residential department to the public as Home by SMCI, so everyone can experience the home treatment. Everyone deserves maximum comfort in their very own home. Isn't it time you come home? Contact SMCI at 636-337-4444 or on the web at homebysmci.com.
Ten 9 is the final score. Rock Memorial over the JC Blazers. Guys, that was a wild one.
A wild, fun, exciting game, Scott.
I was entertained throughout, even though you had to listen to me.
Well, we always enjoyed having the always entertaining Scott Lotta along with us now. And I think, as you said before the game, we've completed the 3-sport trifecta, you and I.
Uh-huh. So, high school basketball, the St. Louis Slam, the champion St. Louis Slam, and now baseball.
Absolutely.
So we always enjoy having you out here, part of the live stream family. What a wonderful evening for baseball. I know that the JC Blazers, tough loss for them tonight, taking on the chin, but they showed their resiliency once again and being able to nibble back, being down after a big lead for Rock Memorial, and they're certainly, as much as these two teams are going to play each other, Ray,
they got one more
they're
going
to have some good battles here.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of teams would have packed it in after those first 4 innings, getting dominated down 5-0.
Right.
5-0 at that point probably seemed more like 15-0.
Right.
So for them to come back and flip the script, that was very impressive.
Right.
We certainly enjoyed bringing you the game tonight, folks. We will be next Monday, I believe, Ray.
Yep.
You'll be at Butch Lucas Field in lovely Festus, Missouri, as Union comes to town. Play. We'll see the Festus Diamond Club.
Yes, for the first time.
First time this season, and hopefully you guys will have a good call. I'll be over in the announcer's box, of course, for that one. But want to thank once again all of our sponsors, including DeSoto SMCI for this beautiful home dome that we're in, and we certainly appreciate your sponsorship for that. It's made what used to be coming down here an uncomfortable environment with all the mosquitoes a very comfortable, beautiful evening for us.
Absolutely. We didn't get it. I don't think I got one bite. And I have sweet meat, so there you go. Well, before we say so long, don't forget to let us know if you're interested in sponsoring our games. We're looking for multiple sponsors here. We really are looking for a bunch here. So catch us here at Livestream STL. Give us a call at 314-852-4398, or you can email us at livestreamstl@outlook.com. Sponsor with us. We'd appreciate that. For Ray Halbrook, Scott Latta, Jeff Whitener, all of us here at Livestream STL, we're going to say so long. Have a wonderful evening. We'll see you Monday for Festus Diamond Club Baseball. See ya.